.6:29 Friday morning, 16th of August 2024. Welcome to a beautiful day. Welcome to a great day. It's going to be what we call it. We choose to call it a fruitful day. We choose to call it a productive day. It's also called a Friday. So welcome to Friday. This is 97.3 Citi FM. Starting your morning on the wavelength of a great tune from SP Kofi Sapon. Calls this one African Bobobo. I love it. You never go wrong with the Presbyterian hymn, can you? Putting us in the right mood, starting our day. Wonderful tunes. Welcome to the Citi Breakfast Show. So much to do on the show today. We'll bring you the news review. We'll start off though with business sense. And so much to talk about today that will inspire you, that will energize you, that will put a smile on your face. Daniel Squashy is the man on technical today. He'll play you wonderful tunes. Fred Tete Jabano, executive producer extraordinaire. He will take care of you. Edwin Kwalkofi will be interfacing with you on our digital platforms. Facebook, we're streaming there. YouTube, we're streaming as well. We'll bring you the newspaper review. But let's get to business says this morning. I love this text from Galatians 6:9. It says, let us not become weary in doing good. Let us not become weary in doing good. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So my understanding of worry here is not that we should not get tired, we should not get fatigued. Yes, you will be tired. When you are tired, rest, but do not give up. Do not lose hope. Keep doing good. Keep putting in the effort. If you're a writer, keep writing. You're a teacher, keep teaching. Do not lose hope in Ghana. Keep working hard for Ghana. For if you do not lose hope, at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. That's why we are always at this. And ADB says, look, we know that you want to give up. You are doing good, but sometimes you need some moolah. So if you're a paid employee or a salaried worker, or you need a personal loan to resolve financial issues, ADB is offering you a variety of personal loans, including top-up loans at significantly reduced interest rates. You will also enjoy a longer tenure of up to 6 years. This offer is open to non-customers as well. Kindly visit our branch anywhere close to you or call us on 0302-210-210 or 0302-224-043. For further inquiries, ADB is the People's Bank. ADB is truly a Greek and more. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let's do good, because at the proper time we will reap the harvest.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
We understand the excitement and preparations that comes when your child gains admission into senior high school. But we at the Agricultural Development Bank, ADB PLC, also understand the financial burden this comes with. The chop box, trunk, school mattress, you name it. That's why we have partnered with Prospectus Ghana Limited to offer financial support for parents by introducing the ADB Quick Purchase. With a smart loan of up to 20,000 Ghana cedis, you can pick up all the items on your child's prospectus for school. ADB PLC offers you a repayment plan of 12 months to relieve you of all that heavy financial burden. Every ADB customer who receives their salaries through the bank, military and police personnel, and all other workers on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll qualify for this facility. Walk into any ADB branch nationwide or any Prospectus Ghana Limited office near you to apply for the ADB Quick Purchase. Terms and conditions apply. ADB, the People's Bank. ADB, truly a quick and more.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS. Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The Citi Breakfast Show.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be nothing but a lovely day as we bring you the newspaper review. Especially because you drive through a Total shop, Total Energies fuel station, and fuel up your car. Total is helping us bring you the news review. You've heard of the incredible benefits of Excellium, haven't you? Pass by, you will drive, sir. It has anti-corrosion, anti-wear, detergent additives. Excellium new formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption. Just pass by Total, you have a lovely day. And Fidelity is giving you a lovely day as well. Your dreams will become a reality. If you're thinking of a new home, we have the Fidelity Home Loan. Thinking of a brand new car, own it with Fidelity Auto Loans. If you're dreaming of getting the latest phone, TV, fridge, furniture, laptop, or gaming console, own it with the Fidelity Consumer Asset Finance. If you're dreaming of expanding your business, make it a reality with our business loan. We are offering flexible loans to businesses, salaried workers, and self-employed at competitive rates. Call us on 080,000-3355 or visit any of our branches and turn your dreams into a reality. Fidelity and Total Excellium bringing us the news review.
And when someone else instead of realized that there were some of the receipts she tore them and we didn't she kept them. Some of the monies too were not banked, and even some of the whole receipt could also not be found. Unfortunately, this is what happened. And she doesn't look like somebody who can do this, but when we put all the figures together, it was about 100,000. So far, she's paid, and it is left with 70,275.
Where is Madam Solomon?
She has been dismissed, Mr. Chairman.
Where is Madam Solomon? Is she in Ghana? Is she walking around?
Yes, she's in Ghana. The police is handling her.
Have they recovered part of the money, about almost 40,000, even though in my case, it's only 13,000.
What we can confirm is that the matter has been reported to the police, but as to the recoveries, we do not have any evidence to that.
Madam Salome. They say she doesn't look like what she did. I don't know how people look like, but yeah,
What did she do?
She's in the accounts department, Ghanaian Times, I think, and she destroyed some of the receipts, didn't bank some of the monies they had received and all that. So this has come to the Public Accounts Committee, and they were asking where she is, and they said the police is dealing with her. But yeah, I just thought it's interesting to hear that they said she doesn't look like what she did.
But who does? Really? Who does?
She's
But anyway.
free. Good morning to Godfred. Good morning, and good morning, Nathan. Welcome to the newspaper.
Good morning, Caleb.
Yeah, it's a Friday. Lovely day. I'm doing good.
I saw your Facebook post. You and your boss who are sharing concessions now. They're sharing mining concessions.
Yeah, ma.
No problem. Let me take you to the front page of the Daily Graphic. In the middle and the northern belts, there's a drought.
Yeah.
Farmers risk loans default, food security investments, and the threat. This is coming from Gasol. Teacher, nursing, trainee allowances, debate resurfaces. Always comes up just before we hit elections, yeah? Krapatas ECG to address customer concerns. Choose prudence over populism. IFS urges government, and there's a constituency watch, very important one. Ewutu Senya East. Repeat or shocker.
Interesting one. Then let's start with Channel 1 TV. If you go online, channel1news.com, channel1news.com. NPP not discriminatory despite Upper East region not supporting us. This is President Akufo-Addo, and Akufo-Addo pledges swift action to address drought in northern Ghana. You are not trumpeting your achievements loud enough. This is Bompata Hene to Napo and the NPP. Minority accuses government of deliberately hiding data on public lands. These are all stories on Channel 1, channel1news.com, channel1news.com. If you go to citynewsroom.com, 2 police officers interdicted for alleged extortion from motor rider. Government renegotiates legacy debts with IPPs to ensure energy sector sustainability. NDC to introduce National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving. This is John Mahama. And arrogance is like pregnancy. You can't hide it. Mahama slams Napo. This is Mahama again. Let's go to Ghanaian Times this morning, Nathan.
It says child adoption rising in Ghana. 158 families apply in first half of 2024. Free academic user fee policy targets students who cannot pay. Experts urge the NDC. President inaugurates $52 million Bolga Regional Hospital rehabilitation project to boost healthcare. And on page 3, Godfrey, this is something that you find interesting. 19 pubs, others fined $475,000 for flouting public smoking law.
They should find more than, because this one is very normal in Ghana. Front page of the Herald newspaper, Mohammed's comments on Napo. Here, Alan Chamating is also on the front page after his lecture this week. Critical documents exposed to Binko FTA and Akufo-Addo's law firm. This on the front page of the Herald. FDA boss runs from her negligence a 94 million Ghana cedi judgment debt case, and $5 million used to enhance Ghana gas plants. Parliamentary committee impressed.
The new finder says SNIT records 230 million cedi surplus from 300 million cedi deficit in 2021. Clear economic direction needed for growth. That's coming in from the GSEMD Abnamoa. Government outlines strategic reforms for SOEs. That's on page 8 of the paper. And Joint National Security Task Force raids 8 illegal forex operators. Plus, appears a tragedy. 82 house owners receive new homes.
I'll take you to the front page of the Daily Guide. Fast track resolution of customer concerns. This Herbert Scrapper again. ECG have been in the news with this their meter business. In fact, Samuel Dubik Mahama, MD, says that the new meters are a reflection of our lifestyles.
Yes.
So if it is good, it is running fast, then it is you. It is not the meter. It is you, not the meter.
At all.
Okay. We won't sign peace pact according to the NDC. And then Nana commissions refurbished Bolga Hospital. I'll give details on that. I saw the photos. Really, really nice. National Security arrests 8 black market operators. AG fires up Buno for MPP. Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Bruno too, and he was speaking some Fanti too. I didn't know he speaks some Fanti.
Chronicle says SNIT's dramatic turn over shocks pack. And there's a picture of the SNIT MD. Of course, other stories that we've done: SOEs, black market operators, and the Bolga Regional Hospital.
The front page of the Inquisitor newspaper deals with the FDA issues that emerged this week. Monkeypox declared international health emergency. Wherever it is you are, pay attention to this. We like to overlook these things. Then it becomes a bigger problem, and then we're like, hey, when did it come? Monkeypox has been declared an international health emergency. It's in Ghana, so pay attention, be careful. And there's a feature here that I like. St. John's Grammar Basketball, a legacy of excellence, and it is true. They have done really well in basketball.
Excellent. If you go to the Daily Searchlight, they also have, they've touched on some of the stories, but their unique angle on SOE says, tour no longer profitable. That's according to the SIGA boss. Says 16 SOEs earmarked for divestiture, over 80 billion cedi annual losses.
For front page of the Republic Press, the NDC's rejection of the Peace Pact is on the front page. Mahama's free fees under fast. Snitch records 230 million Ghana cedi surplus. Ochehine's secretary sues Hopes Nadore over 10 million Ghana cedi. Japan document has been going on. And NPP will peacefully hand over power if, and it's Henry Kote. I don't know why they always like using this photo of Henry Kote wearing the Kevlar and the helmet. It's a photo you don't use, because the MPP will peacefully hand over power and he's wearing Kevlar and the helmet.
We are in the zone. Anyway, two final papers for me. The Ghanaian publisher and the Informer. All of them have touched on some of the stories, more of the Ghanaian publisher. But the Informer says you took World Bank for granted. That's coming in from Ubeda Samoa, and that's a response to John Mahama's comments on NPP's inroads in Volta. Ashanti region supports Baumia. Napo is speaking. Chairman Sabonsu backs Alan's return, and government committed to safeguarding state lands. And then on page 4, the paper, the Informer is saying that there's a story there addressing mass exodus of health workers, improving conditions of doctors and nurses key. That's coming from the Ghana Medical Association.
Front page of the BNFT, IEA calls for Ministry of Economy to steer national planning.
Now I'll take you to myjoyonline.com. World Bank lauds Ghana's progress towards economic recovery, but warns of ongoing challenges. Still on the World Bank, we demand refunds if funds are misused. World Bank country director in Ghana, you are arrogant. You don't say evil things about the debt. Mahama slams Napo. I didn't bribe NDC MPs with slots into security agency. I think this came earlier. This is the Interior Minister. Railway Authority gives update on train involved in accident. That story is on my Journal Online. If you go to the BBC this morning, Israeli settlers touch West Bank village, and ex-PM's daughter picked as youngest ever Thai leader. And also Ukraine surprise advance into Russia, a dilemma for Biden. Let me take you to CNN quickly. And Trump is here. Trump's fury at Harris is increasingly driving his campaign. Thailand's parliament votes for Paetongtarn Shinawatra to be next prime minister. These are the stories. Let me start with Channel 1 News quickly. NPP not discriminatory despite Upper East region not supporting us. This is Akufo-Addo speaking. President Akufo-Addo has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to the equitable development of all regions across the country, irrespective of their political affiliation. Speaking at the commissioning of Phase 3 of the Bolgatanga Regional Hospital on Friday, President Akufo-Addo emphasized that the government's focus is on serving every Ghanaian without bias or discrimination. Quote, the Akufo-Addo government remains committed to the development and well-being of every Ghanaian. We want to assure the nation that we will act without bias or discrimination. This edifice we are commissioning is situated in a region that has historically not supported the political objectives of our party, the NPP. However, this has not prevented us from giving strong support to its development and completion. So that was President Akufo-Addo in the Upper West region speaking.
And just to add to that, he gave an update on some important health projects that we need to keep an eye on. So according to the president, by the end of the year, a significant number of health projects will be completed, including 11 district hospitals and a polyclinic in the eastern, Ahafo, Ashanti and Greater Accra region. So let's take note this on the back page of the Daily Graphic. He indicated that the move showed the NPP government's commitment to universal health coverage by 2030. On the agenda 111 hospital projects, President Akufo-Addo said as of May this year, work was ongoing on 96 district hospitals with overall progress rate of 64%. He stressed that the construction of 2 psychiatric hospitals in Kumasi and Tamale were ongoing and would be completed.
Okay, that's good. Let's hope it gets done.
Okay, if you go to page 10 of the Ghanaian Times, free academic user fee policy targets students who cannot pay. Experts urge the NDC.
Okay.
And the story says 2 education experts have recommended that the NDC focuses its proposed free academic user fee policy specifically on first-year students in public universities who are genuinely unable to pay, rather than applying it universally to all students. Dr. Peter Anti, Executive Director of the Institute of Education Studies, and Mr. Kofi Asare, Executive Director of African Education Watch, argue that a targeted strategy would prevent resource wastage and enhance funding efficiency. The two expressed their views on the policy during separate interviews with the Ghanaian Times yesterday.
Okay, let's talk about legacy debts.
No, I want to stay with that story
Right.
in the Republic Press. On page 3, the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG, has raised concerns about the NDC's promise to pay academic user facility fees for all of 100 students if elected. According to UTAG President Professor Mahmouda Kudugu, emphasized the need for a holistic approach considering the drastic decline in government's funding for universities, which has resulted in institutions struggling to pay electricity and utility bills. He also proposed targeting needy students or providing bursaries and scholarships to ensure equity.
Okay, let me now take you to citynewsroom.com. Government renegotiates legacy debt with IPPs to ensure energy sector sustainability. Story says the government has restructured legacy debt owed to independent power producers, IPPs, addressing a major concern that threatened their operations. This move aims to ensure sustainability in the energy sector and achieve stability in electricity supplies. According to the Minister of State at the Energy Ministry, Herbert Krapper, the renegotiation of these debts positions Ghana for success. He made these comments during a visit to Accra West Regional Office of ECG, where he urged power distributors to regain public trust by swiftly addressing customer grievances related to meter acquisition and other issues. In a related development, ECG Managing Director Samuel Dubik Mahama dismissed claims that new smart meters being rolled out are designed to exploit customers. He said that smart meters are designed to improve accuracy and efficiency, not exploit them. But we also know that he said that people should check their lifestyle because the bills they get reflects consumption.
Well, okay, we'll see about that. There are some people too complaining that they are getting all kinds of strange bills and all of that. We'll get into that later. But page 3 of the Ghanaian Times, this is a matter of public interest. Now, 19 pubs, others fined 475,000 cedis for flouting public smoking law. Now, a total of 19 entertainment facilities and restaurants in 2 regions have been fined 475,000 cedis for flouting the law that prohibits smoking in public places. The facilities, including pubs, nightclubs, and recreational centers located in the Greater Accra and Central regions, were sanctioned to pay 25,000 cedis each. This follows a 3-day night surveillance by personnel of the FDA and the Ghana Police Service in Tema and in Kasoa. The operation was to ensure public health safety in public places. The smoke-free law prohibits smoking in public places such as indoor public places, workplaces, and public transport and recreational areas to protect non-smokers from second-hand smoke.
Okay.
Let me take you to the front page of the Daily Graphic, story by Emmanuel Boni, Mohammed Fugu, and Bia Mukusa Ali says that farmers risk loans default. Food security investments under threat. About 34,000 farmers in the middle and northern parts of the country risk defaulting on their bank loans due to the destruction of some farmers' crops and the inability of others to plant as a result of inadequate rainfall. The inadequate rainfall has resulted in a long spell of drought in parts of the country, prompting fears of food security. Experts predict that food production in the areas considered to be the biggest agricultural zones of the country is likely to drop significantly if the drought continues in the next few weeks.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the new finder. I'm going to tie in stories from 2 papers.
Okay.
One, the new finder, and then the
Daily
Searchlight.
Okay.
Daily Searchlight and all of that. So if you go to page 2 of the finder, for example, talks about SNIT. Now, the paper says SNIT has posted a significant financial turnaround within a year. It moved from a deficit of over 300 million cedis in 2021 to a surplus of more than 230 230 million cedis in 2022. This remarkable improvement, representing a 176% enhancement in financial performance, marks a milestone for the trust in its ongoing mission to serve Ghanaians. Now, on the flip side, page 8 of the new finder says government outlines strategic reforms for SOEs. Now, in a bid to improve efficiency and performance of state enterprises, the government has launched a series of new initiatives aimed at addressing long-standing challenges and optimizing operations. The announcement was made by the Minister for Public Enterprises, Joseph Kujo, during a press briefing, marking a significant step in the government's efforts to reform SOEs or state-owned enterprises and enhance their contribution to national development. Now, if you go to the Daily Searchlight, page 3, it says the CEO of State Interest and Governance Accountability, Mr. John Boedu, has opined that the viability of the Tema oil refinery is no longer significant. Answering questions from journalists at the Information Ministry, he indicated that in today's refinery business reality, toll was not the option in the oil industry. This is because the machines and technology today are quite different from the old system and machines that cannot be financially good.
So what is
being
done about
results from the
So what is being done about what and I will give it out and say it has not been viable, it's a liability.
Let me take you to. I'm sticking with the Daily Graphic quite a bit this morning.
Konongo, right?
Yes, in Konongo on page 29 of the Daily Graphic, Konongo and the Galamsey siege. Reports by Suleiman Mustafa says that the residents of Konongo in the Ashanti region are growing increasingly concerned about the escalating legal mining activities in the area. Despite government assurances to curb the menace, the activities of these illegal miners, locally referred to as galamseers, continue to thrive, leaving a trail of destruction and chaos in their wake. One of the most striking examples of this is an ongoing mining operation located just a few meters away from the main Konongo-Accra highway. In an interview with the head pastor of New Life Church of Light, located at Konongo, Reverend Raphael Opong, he said the illegal mining situation in the area was an eyesore and a blot to the conscience of persons in authority who had the mandate to stop the menace. So the illegal miners have destroyed much of the vegetation. The main river there, the Owe River, which is the main source of water supply, has also been polluted. The highway is under threat. And apparently, according to the Minerals Commission, they have received a letter from the Asante Achim Central Municipal Assembly, and so they are looking at these things. Okay,
that's a sad development there. But let me end with the BBC as Thailand picks its youngest PM ever. She happens to be a former Prime Minister's daughter. And her name
just dynasties.
Shinawatra.
Thaksin's
but
daughter.
the first name, Python Town Shinawatra. So she's the daughter of billionaire tycoon and former leader Thaksin as PM. At 37, she'll become the country's youngest PM and the second woman in the post after her aunt, Yingluck.
Exactly the point I was making. It's a dynasty in those parts. Like everybody is related to somebody and
in power.
And the Inquisitor is dealing with the monkeypox. There's an editorial in the Herald as well. So wherever you may be, please know that the World Health Organization has declared monkeypox an international health emergency of concern.
Right. Well, that's how we end the newspaper review. Thank you, Godfrey. Thank you, Nathan.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. And what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I'll go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it the protection protector. And what they boss my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make I feel the gobe too small.
Go.
Yo, Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel. Say Excellium. Choose Excellium. Choose quality.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out in your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out in your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I did for you. Many want. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
A minute to 7, jumping straight to the business news, brought to you by Goyle, MTN and Access Bank. Good Energy brings you Goyle Super XP, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Is flowing wah in many Goyle stations in the country. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Goyle Super XP is quality, gives you the quality correct choice when buying regular fuel. Goyle Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel, and it is sustainable, suitable for most vehicles. As you journey the road, look out for Goyle stations with Goyle Super XP sign and go fuel up your vehicle. Goyle Super XP Wufilia Ube Filisa. Goyle Good Energy Yangara Yedia. And guess what? MTN Momo is 15 years already. From the first time you sent money to a loved one to paying bills effortlessly or enjoying the peace of mind that comes with secure, safe, and reliable transactions. It's been an amazing journey so far. Now get ready for some mouth-watering offers as we celebrate Momo at 15. Look out for our market storms and floats near you and win some mind-blowing prizes. Thank you, Ghana, for doing this with us. Download my Momo on App Store or Google Play and just Momo it everywhere you go. Nashika Caesar is in the studio with the Citi Business News. Good morning, Na.
Good morning, Caleb. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goyle and Access Bank. My name is Nashika Caesar. Coming up, government tasked Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, to fast-track deployment of meters to enhance revenue generation. Also coming up, farmers in Ghana's northern and middle belt regions call for prompt action to tackle drought situation to avert a looming food crisis. And later, businesses urged to prioritize corporate governance in a move to drive sustainable growth and boost the economy. Let's settle for the details of our stories now. The Minister of State at the Energy Ministry, Herbert Kwapa, has urged the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, to accelerate the deployment of meters to enhance revenue collection. The minister made the comments after expressing concern about the challenge customers face in acquiring meters from the power distributor. During a working visit to the Accra West Regional Office of the ECG, Herbert Kwapa reaffirmed the government's commitment to supporting the company and deliver on its mandate.
I know that ECG has a loss reduction program. I chaired the board. I know the effort that is being put in to increase the meter deployment. I know ECG's handicap as well in terms of the financial constraint to be able to roll out more and more meters. They have a huge backlog of more than 1 million meters. They need new meters. They have faulty meters. They have to replace older meters. And so there's a whole cocktail of different types of issues when it comes to meters. They have to be more aggressive in deploying meters. In terms of the financial constraints that they have, as a ministry, we'll work together with the Ministry of Finance and government to make sure that we're able to assist them to roll out more meters. It's not a cheap exercise, but I believe that is how we're able to increase the revenue collection of ECG.
Herbert Kwapa is Minister of State at the Energy Ministry. Moving on, the lack of rainfall this year, especially in the northern and middle belt region of Ghana, has resulted in many farmers losing their crops and causing thousands of acres of farmlands to be parched up. This has been the concerns of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana. According to the association, the reliance of rainfall to irrigate crops this year have failed, adding that the country cannot afford to depend on the mercy of nature to determine its food production. Speaking at the press briefing, the executive director of the association, Bismarck Norte, called for immediate measures to address the crisis.
We urge government to provide immediate water supplies, including pumping machines for farmers who are close to water bodies, for them to have access to water and ensure that they avert the crisis that they are currently facing. 2, improve.
That was the Executive Director of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, Bismarck Norte, speaking there. Now, businesses are being urged to prioritize corporate governance to drive sustainable growth and boost the local economy. This is according to the Chief Executive Officer of Askia Immigration Services, Marie Kita Hamatefiu. It's essential in managing risk and attracting investment in the ever-evolving business landscape. Speaking on the sidelines of the 4th CEOs Connect organized by the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce, she called on companies, particularly SMEs, to view corporate governance as a vital part of their operations.
We need to pass, cross that culture of that emotional culture of running the business. We have a lot of potential in Africa, especially in Ghana, and we must look at the good governance. Look at the structures and the policies in terms of the taxes that can actually also help. Because you could definitely talk a lot about growing your business, but if you don't have that culture of also letting you expand, gives you opportunities, it's very difficult.
That was the Chief Executive Officer of Askia Immigration Services, Marie Kita Amatefiu, speaking there. Now, on the forex market today, the dollar could be sold to you at 15 cedis 85 pesos. The British pound is going for 20 cedis 30 pesos, and the euro at 17 cedis 10 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goyle, and Access Bank. My name is Nashika Siza. Many thanks for spending your time with me. Do have a great business day.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuels. Goyle brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Goyle stations nationwide. Goyle Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Goyle Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Goyle Super XP. Woofilia, huh? Woofilia. Good energy. Joy,
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma. The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, Ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go. Everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Mr. K.
Access Bank Girl and MTN will bring you the business edition very shortly. Wonderful presentation by Nana Owusu Echao, Chief Farmer Agro Kings Limited. They are behind the name Nana Rice. If you have a love for farming, you want to go into farming, what are the opportunities there? What are the challenges you should look out for? Nana Owusu Echao gave a solid presentation on the International Youth Day. This was at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology on Monday. It was brought to us by Agri Impact and MasterCard Foundation. That conversation is coming up shortly, so turn up the volume on your radio. Pick up your notebooks and your pens. It's going to be enriching. In the meantime, hello Ghana. There is an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market. From the producers of Cowbell, permit me to introduce you to Twitsco. It's a chocolate food drink with a blend of premium cocoa powder. It's enriched with essential vitamins. Twitsco is available in 20g and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for only 1 cedi 80 pesos. Start your day with a cup of great tasting Twitsco and power your dreams. Now, are you ready to be the next millionaire in town? Sell it so more money promo is getting exciting. Every week, people are winning 30,000 Ghana cedis. In total, we have 1 million Ghana cedi to give away. And here's how you can be part. Simply reload your mobile using your Telecel Cash wallet and be part of the daily and weekly draw where you could win up to 30,000 Ghana cedis every week. Purchase data or airtime using your Telecel Cash wallet and double your chances. If you make payments onto your fixed broadband, that gives you a chance to be the next millionaire as well. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. Opt in for free, dial *500# or send win or visit the Telecel Play app. It's a promo regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. T's and C's apply. We're connecting energies on Telecel. And listen, the biggest dreams start small. And this long vacation, we want to start the big dreams for your children. Those who are below 12 years, we encourage you to open the Kids First account for them. Those who are above between 13 to 17, open the Me First account, deposit 300 Ghana cedis, and apply for the First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program. Only First Bank Ghana is doing this one. With your children in mind, we give them an exciting 5-day internship at any of our branches. We give them a writing competition and they get to win attractive cash prizes. So find out more about the First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program. Please call 059-6921921 or email firstsolutions@firstbankgroup.com. First Bank Ghana, you first. Special good morning going out to Mr. Daniel Akwe and the entire team at Agri Impact. Let's get into this conversation. Nana Owusu Echao, Chief Farmer, Agro Kings Limited, speaking at the International Youth Day event organized by a leading agribusiness firm, Agri Impact Limited at Kenya University, with partnership from MasterCard Foundation and other implementing agencies. Nana Owusu Echao was speaking on revolutionizing agriculture through digital innovations to create jobs. Get close to your radio, you will be impacted.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
share a few thoughts with you. It may interest you to know I am not that old, for some of you who may be curious. I am still under 35. And today I have received a prophecy that the billionaires in other countries started when they were young. And as my future is bright today, I want to extend that brightness to you all as well by sharing with you a bit about my journey. And then I'll talk to you and encourage you a bit about why agriculture is the way for you to go as well. Like I said, I went to Prempeh College, that's affiliation to Kumasi as well. For all the Opoku-Ware prisoners, Opoku-Ware students, seek better schools or better grades next time. But I went to Prempeh College sometime in 2000. And I graduated from Prempeh College. I did some work at the American Embassy for my internship period. And then I decided to higher education, which is university outside the country. So I went to Calvin University, which is in Grand Rapids, Michigan in the US. And then upon graduation, which was May of 2012, I had a job on Wall Street in New York. And after being on Wall Street for 3 days, I decided that it was time to come back home. The reason was simple. I realized very quickly that a lot of the people who I had met had plans of coming back to Ghana after about 4 years or 5 years. And most of the time, 10 years later, 15 years later, they are still looking to come back to Ghana. And so I realized looking into my future, it's better I take the leap now than wait 5 years or 10 years. And so 1st August 2012, I moved to Ghana. I started looking for job opportunities here in Ghana. I started with accounting, PwC. I was there also for about 2 or 3 days. And then one of the partners there gave me a prophecy. He said, you look like the type of person who one day PwC must come and look for you for their business. Little did he know that he had struck a chord in me. And since then, I left and then I started work with a real estate company. So I have a real estate background. For most of you who may not know, this is an e-learning center. So my background is actually in computer science and information systems. In fact, I learned from a conversation yesterday with some agricultural students that it looks like most of us in the agriculture department, the faculty of agriculture, stumbled on it. It was not a conscious decision for people to come into the faculty of agriculture. Some people who were pursuing engineering or who were pursuing medicine, who that school was full, then they ended up pushing some of the people into agriculture. It's not a bad thing. Consider it a great blessing, and I'll share with you why. You are where once you are good at math and once you are good at science, people assume that you must then go into medical school or to engineering. So I wanted to go into aeronautical engineering, and I quickly realized that Ghana doesn't have Ghana Airways working. What's the point in me studying aeronautical engineering if Ghana didn't have Ghana Airways working? And so at that point, I switched in my second year to pursue computer science and information systems with business in addition, because I realized that most of the time, the bosses of the tech people were businessmen. So I said, where I'm coming from in Ghana, people study under trees. So if I've come to the US where everything is cool, I better, put my seatbelt on and then study hard. So I graduated with a computer science and information systems and business degree with a minor in engineering. Now, how did I then stumble on agric? I had a good friend of mine from Prempeh College who had studied agric engineering. I believe he had done it at Legon. Power to Legon. So I believe he had done it in Legon. He told me, look, Nana, we need to don't just focus on real estate. You need to consider agriculture. Agriculture is the future. I didn't fully understand what he meant. So what I then did is I started investing a little bit in it. I gave him some money. You should start a maize farm. But little did I know, maybe it's because he didn't come to tech. When he told me he was on the farm, he was actually at home. So eventually, please, my security will be intact after the service. So please spare me for today. But so we started with about 15 acres of a maize farm. It didn't go very well because really there was an absence of us, of the leadership on the farm. And one of the things you realize very quickly in Ghana that when you're doing agriculture, please don't do it while you're absent. as much as possible, be present. So I started with that maize farm. Then I moved on to doing some cattle rearing. I bought about 16 cows. We imported from the north to the Akuse Suchari area. I bought them young. The business plan was that buy them while they are about a year old and then grow them for till about they are 2 years or 3 years, and then you sell them. That was the business plan. It wasn't complicated. However, the complexity was in the person who was managing the farm. Because what happened is, one day I asked him to separate my 16 cows for me, and when he separated it, I counted 13. I said, "Okay, please, where are the 3? He said, "Oh, the day I was calling you that you didn't pick. In fact, the cow went to graze and 3 didn't come back." I said, "Wow, on this day, so that was the end of my cattle rearing journey, and I continued to pursue my real estate efforts. I went into a community in Asuchware where I met the chief. The chief then said, "Look, Nana, you should try the rice my people are growing." And in fact, at the time, I was a consumer of Gino rice. So when he said I should try the rice his people were growing, I decided to pick it up. I tried it, and honestly, it was better than even the Gino I was consuming. It was at that point I decided that, look, let us do something about this. Let's not just talk about change in Ghana. Let's not just complain about what's going on in Ghana, but let's see what we can do about it. So I told this chief that, "Chief, why don't I support some people in your town or in your community to be able to grow this rice and grow it at scale?" Long story short, I started with 2 farmers, and that was when the first Nanes rice was born. When we finished that, the plan was not to produce Nanes rice. The plan was just to help him to grow rice in his community, and then he would give me 1 bag to eat in my own house. I was thinking about sustenance farming. I was not thinking about commercial scale. The plan was just to support the community in growing their rice. Fast forward, I was waiting for my money after the rice had been grown, and they told me that the woman is going to the market to sell. When she finishes selling, she'll bring me the money. I said, "Which market is she going that I can't go myself?" So at that point, I realized that, no, please give me some bags and let me also go and see in the market if I'm able to sell. I packaged the product in Nanes rice bag, and in about 2 hours, I had sold about 35 bags just on WhatsApp. And it was at that point I realized there's a business in here. Fast forward, I then began to look so I started working with 2 farmers. I then went on to work with about 25 farmers. The following year, I started working with about 300 farmers. But at the point I was working with about 25 farmers, going to visit all their farms was very difficult. Because, of course, the road infrastructure wasn't the best. So whenever you are going, it takes me almost a week to visit 25 farmers. And I realized that wasn't sustainable, because what was happening is when people eat the rice, they really liked it. So I needed to continue to expand and grow. So the goal was to get to 100 farmers. So we said, look, let's go look for a piece of land where I can find about 100 or 1,000 acres. In fact, my plan was 100 acres, so that I can move all my farmers to this land to go and farm for me. And then we'll take the rice and then sell it to the market. We started that. On my way to this 100-acre lot, I found a very big farm, which I'll talk about a little later. So when I got in front of the chiefs, the chiefs asked me, "How much land do I want?" And I said, "How much land do you have?" They said they have 20,000. I said, "If you have 20,000, then give me 10,000. And this is how I ended up with 10,000. In fact, I went to that meeting with my dad and my mom, because you see, the chiefs did not respect young men. At the time, I was about 27. And at 27, of course, there was not even gray in my beard. My beard was still being grown. So no chief was respecting me. So when I went to the meeting with my parents, in fact, when I said 10,000, my father asked me, said, "Nana, how do you intend to?" I said, "Don't worry, let us get the land first. The rest we'll figure it out." So we proceeded, and we took 10,000 acres, and today we even have a lot more than 10,000 acres on which we are currently cultivating a little over 1,500 acres. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2.5 years, it is my pleasure to tell you that Agro Kings is not only a wholly Ghanaian-owned company, but we also are currently the largest commercial-scale rice farm in the country. And in fact, I'm not excited that we are the largest commercial-scale rice farm, because it's not enough. Really, even if I grow on 10,000 acres and we are cultivating all of it, I cannot feed Accra alone, because we are importing a lot of rice. And we are growing our population exponentially. However, I have started my little one in my corner. Thankfully, because of our happy program, in fact, I met Honorable Dan Kwe. I think we spoke about Happy Program almost about a month ago. And from that meeting, we realized that we can do a lot more with our smallholder farmers beyond 300 smallholder farmers. I'm sure by September, we would have about 5,000 smallholder farmers within our network who we are supporting not only in our area, but now in the Volta region, in OT region, and also even in the Eastern region. And I'm very excited about this Happy Program. In fact, it was at that program that I heard about this program. I was supposed to actually be out of the country today for a week. But when he said I should be here, I said, what can I say than to serve the cause? And so for you, I'm here. When we finish, I can deal with my flights tomorrow morning. So hopefully there will be no delays at the airport. But I'm very happy to be here with you. But I don't want to talk too much about me. I want to talk about you. Today, we have a real situation on our hands. We have a very, very real situation. I want to share with you why I think that situation is very real. Because for me, you can find out things about me or about us or our farm. Whenever you come to the farm, we'll be happy to receive you. In fact, Pineapple is here. Who was at Tech? Pineapple, are you in the room? Is Pineapple here? Yes, Pineapple is in the back. Oh, no, she's outside. Is Berry here? Oh, Pineapple is in the back. Thank you. Please, that's my principal farm manager at the back. She's called Pineapple. That's Nipa Nameka Nwasemu. That is Pineapple in the back. I can see Berry as well in the back. Yes, that's Berry as well in the back. She's the head of our mechanization. She's the small lady you saw get out of that very big harvester. She's actually the one who leads all our mechanization efforts, and she's a female who graduated right from here, from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. In fact, I'm sure Carrot is watching online because she couldn't be here. She had to be on the farm to be able to fulfill an order. I mean, by God's grace, last week we got an order for 5,000 bags of rice, which is going to be delivered to the Eastern region. And so Carrot had to stay back to be able to be there, but Carrot also is a product of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science. Now, I'm not talking about fruits. These are human beings. Caleb is giving me feedback. So on our farm, because of the size of our farm, we don't actually call ourselves by name. So if you got on the farm, you would hear people call Passion. My name is Passion for passion fruit. When you get there, you see in fact, this is an architect. She's our business architect. She's a certified architect from Central University. We will not say it loud. So she's an architect who is now turned a farmer, and she helps all our business efforts, and she's no longer called Charlotte on the farm. We call her Eduaba. So you realize that on our farm, when you come, you seek to become a fruit, or you seek to become, we have people called carrot, cashew. We are all kinds of fruits there. Two things. One, we are young and we enjoy what we do. We love what we do. But on a farm our size, if I call Nana, please come, there are multiple Nanas on the farm. So you are able to call you or identify ourselves uniquely by some of these names. On our farm, we work out twice a week. Around 5:30 in the morning, you see us going jogging, you see us doing aerobics. These are all things we do on our farm to keep ourselves excited. In fact, we travel a lot. Every year, as a company and as a team, we traveled 2 years ago. We were in Rwanda, and then we went to Dubai. Last year, we were in Thailand, chilling. So we do both enjoyment. So, and I'm not going myself. In fact, these are not cunningly devised fables. I'm not telling you what is not. Like I said, Pineapple is there. In fact, a bit of my team was here when we learned that we're coming to Kumasi. Thankfully, 2 months ago, we by God's grace, we were able to sign Melcom. So now we have nationwide distribution through Melcom. And so we decided, look, if I'm coming to Kumasi, then I should come to Kumasi with part of the team. So we've been in Edum and Santase at the Melcoms there in Opoku Trading, just trying to, let people know that Nanes Rice is in Kumasi now as well. And so we're there this weekend. So a lot of my team, about 16 or 17 of them are here. So if any of you think anything I'm saying is a lie, when you finish, you can go and see them. And they can also show you their passport and pictures on their phone on us chilling in Thailand. So to the real issue that we have, hey, I'm coming to say some things that may be a little hard, but they are very necessary for us to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, in this country, our food systems are controlled by foreigners, and that is a problem. I'll give you an example. There's a company called Tropo Farms, which is run by a German man, and no offense to them. But Tropo Farms is the one that feeds Ghana a lot of the tilapia we consume. Tropo Farms sells tilapia, 50 tons of tilapia a day. That's almost 2 million cedis of sales every day. In fact, a bullion van goes to their warehouse to pick up the money and send it to the bank. 2 million Ghana a day. Fish farming, tilapia alone, Volta catch. There's a company called Golden Exotic Farms. Golden Exotic Farms is actually the farm I was going through on my way to meet our chiefs. And when you get to Golden Exotic Farms, it's about a 13,000 acre farm. They are producing banana. They export almost all the banana to Europe. Almost 40 containers of banana are exported out of this country every single day. And that is not run by a Ghanaian, that's a French company. We're looking at Ranan Fish Feed. Ranan Fish Feed is an Israeli guy who came to Ghana and has come to build our fish feed. And this is the one who is feeding a lot of our fish farming communities. Where are the Ghanaians? Where are the Ghanaians? Where are the youth? If any of these foreigners today or tomorrow decide that, look, we are done with Ghana, or the next generation of these people decide that they don't want to continue their efforts in Ghana, what then happens to the tilapia that we have so grown this amazing taste for? And so it's important for us to realize that our food systems in this country need to also be controlled by Ghanaians. Even a fufu pounding machine is made by Chinese. In fact, the commercial scale one that is being sold today is being done by Chinese, and that is a problem. We have people who are from this faculty of agriculture, apart from faculty of agriculture, across the country, where we could be producing our own fufu pounding machine. Why not? By now, and I'll talk a bit about our opportunities, but I wanted to tell us some things. So these are what I call keynotes to note. So one is that our food systems are controlled by foreigners, and we need to take charge of that. Number two, money follows successful innovation. Money follows successful innovation. And it's important, sometimes when we talk about the concept of innovation, most people assume innovation means technology. Innovation is not just about technology, it's not limited to technology. Innovation basically is a new method or a new way of doing things, it's a new idea or it's a new device. There are different types of things that come under the umbrella of innovation. And it's important for us to realize that money follows successful innovation. Some of us should therefore stop seeking money. We are happy about money, and money does make a difference. In fact, poverty never made any impact. Money makes a difference. However, we do not pursue money. You need to pursue the decision to solve problems. Why did I decide to come to Ghana? I recognize that this country is a developing nation. This country needs me a lot more than the United States of America. This country needs me a lot more than the UK. Because there is a reason why I was born and bred here. I can understand the language of my people. I can understand the challenges of my people. And it is therefore important that I come here and help my people to solve our own problems. There's a problem we have on the farm called bird scaring. In fact, when you grow rice, one of your biggest challenges apart from water is that birds can come and eat all your rice. And then your harvest is finished. And you ask yourself, how are developing nations able to solve this particular problem? In fact, in Brazil, they've solved the problem. In Thailand, they've solved the problem. In China, they've solved the problem. So you ask yourself, why is it that in Ghana, we've not been able to solve the problem with their solution? And the reason is simple. The birds that eat the rice in Ghana, their variety is only in Ghana. And so if a Ghanaian does not understand that bird and seek to solve that problem, the Chinese man's solution will not work for us. And so it's important for us to recognize that there are certain problems in this country that if we put our minds to solving it, that is where the money flows. Because I thank God, we are not poor. We are not impoverished as a nation. In fact, we are very rich. Honorable Dan said it. Said the greatest resource in this country is not gold. It's not lithium. It is us. Because like he said, you see, what it means is that Mark Zuckerberg can buy Ghana and all of us in it with our productivity, and you will still have change. It's a serious matter. When an individual can write the check the whole country is seeking from IMF, it should send you a message. And this is the vision of one man. The difference that one man or one woman can make in this country, and I hope that that person is currently under the sound of my voice, because you can make that difference. We need to recognize as a country very quickly, very, very quickly, a decision. Look, if you ever go anywhere, I'm not encouraging you can buy Nanes rice, you can buy a Vivi rice, you can buy Striker Gold, whichever brand you want. It doesn't matter. But you and I need to commit to start buying local. The reason is simple. Look, even if, in all due respect, even if you don't buy my rice, I don't get problem. The reason is this. We actually currently export our rice even to China. We export to Belgium. We export to Germany. We export to the US. We export to the UK. In fact, when our rice got to China, one company came to see us and said, I want to take your rice and sell it in 800 stores in Shanghai alone. Shanghai. And then you wonder, China, where most of us import from, we are exporting to. So if it's left to me alone, I no get problem. But you will be my problem, and this is why. Every day you actually buy an imported product, you have bought your own job. You have substituted your birthright for small food you eat. Let me explain. You see, if you got to a store and you saw a Vivi rice, I'm not even going to say Nanes rice, you saw a Vivi rice and then you saw Gino rice. No offense to Gino, in fact, GB Foods, they are my friends. And you decide to buy Gino, this is what you have done. That product came from Thailand. So you have bought what is going to enrich the Thailand economy, not your Ghanaian economy. The margin of the rice to the person who is selling it at the store is not much. Oftentimes, it's less than 10%. So if you bought a product worth 100 Ghana, only 10 cedis may stay in the pocket of the person who is at the store. However, if you bought the same 100 cedis and you bought a Vivi rice, this is what you have done. For instance, on our farm today, we employ a little over 400 people. When you buy a Vivi rice, for instance, the 400 people who depend on our rice to sell are now will continue to have a job. This is how you create sustainable jobs. It's not magic. And we need to commit to doing this today. It's not about the government. It's not about PFJ or PFJ 2.0, 5.0, or 7.2. We all need to make a conscious effort and conscious decision to actually buy locally. Because every decision to buy imported product, you have imported poverty and you have exported value and you have exported jobs. And I hope that even from today, most of us will commit and stop the activity of exporting all our jobs out of the country and importing poverty to ourselves. And then when we finish, we sit on radio and complain that the country is not moving forward. We are the ones preventing the country from moving forward. And this day, may we all say we have repented. May it be as you have said unto yourselves. Because there are certain challenges in this country that we cannot ignore. Our currency is fluctuating. When we started business, the dollar to the cedi was about 4 cedis. Today, I have to check to be able to say, but we are above 15, almost at 16. How does one do business this way? Apart from our currency fluctuation issues you have, our population is growing so fast, we don't have enough jobs to support the growth of our population. We need jobs in this country. We need companies to be established. We need companies to be successful. Beyond that, we have to stop being an import-driven economy. We all have to stop being an import. And for us to be able to do some of these things depend on us. And I'll share with you a bit about how we can do that. We lack technical skills. In fact, for some of us who are currently in SHS, some of us who are in university, most of us even graduated from agric engineering. Most of us should go straight to a technical institution. Let us go and learn how to weld. Let us go and learn how to make a plow. From today, I hope that a year from now, we will come to this session seeing that there are products lined up made by Ghanaians from this university. I want to see a made in Ghana plow. I want to see a made in Ghana weed cutting machine. There's a machine called a grass cutting machine. You only use a thread in it and it rotates. Why is this machine imported from China? Where are the youth? We have a real issue we need to solve. We need to grow our technical skills. It's not about, you can have more degrees than a thermometer. It does not, that degree or that certificate does not translate to money. Solve the problem. When I need to build a warehouse, almost 1,200 square meter warehouse. I am struggling to find somebody to build it. Why? Are there no competent welders in this country who can use something as simple as a water level machine so that by the time I'm done with my warehouse, it's not slanted? I was staying in a hotel in Kumasi 2 days ago, and I saw a building. In fact, the building is not safe. It's not. In fact, the column, I'm a builder, so permit me, the column that's supposed to, it's actually wood. And when you check, in fact, most of us, in fact, in this country, buying Land Cruiser is a very, very normal action. When you go to a country like Thailand, that is actually very rich. The whole Thailand does not have more than 300 Land Cruisers in the country. There are not more than 300 Land Cruisers in that entire country. In fact, the people who use Land Cruiser, they have a WhatsApp group. And then in Ghana, there's an abundance of them. And guess what? When your Land Cruiser actually breaks down, you give it to a mechanic who probably didn't go to the university. True or false? So you give $100,000 asset to somebody who didn't even spend $10,000 on their education. What do you expect? We need to be serious. Look, there's the harvester, the orange harvester you saw, the Valtra harvester. When it needs to be serviced, we need to bring the technician from South Africa to Ghana, a white man. Where are my agric engineering students? Where are my mechanics? We are talking about digital solutions. Why is there not an app where when my machine is spoiled, I can put it on there and some Ghanaian can pick that up, drive to my farm and solve the problem? Why is this not the case? I have a backhoe that has been parked on the farm since last week, Saturday till now, because you are waiting for a Frenchman to come and work on it. May this not continue to be our story. So a big problem we have in this country as well is we lack technical skills. The practical skills, they are not there yet. And in fact, thanks to the Happy program, I was in Eastern region in a different light, because now I went into the Eastern region working with some farmers from the Eastern region. And I got there and I had about 10 district agric leaders who were in the room, and they were talking about their respective districts to us and how we can support them. And about 5 of the 10 clearly told me that in my community, we used to grow a lot of cocoa, but now because of Galamsey, it has changed. The polluting of our water bodies is not a political issue. It's a personal issue for every young person in this country. In fact, never look on your screen and say, Galamsey, let it pass, because this is an issue, let the politicians deal with it. Because simple River Pra, which had potential to house fish, today, all those fish have left because of the pollution to these water bodies. On our farm, we harvest rainwater. So for those of you who are familiar with Accra, rainwater that comes from Afienya ends up on our farm. It's harvested before its overflow goes into the Volta Lake. The water that we harvest there, if it does not rain in Ghana for 2 years, we will be able to grow rice for those 2 years. So we have built in a system that harvests natural rainwater, harvests that water into a dam and then into a lagoon, and that's how we irrigate our entire farm. So let there be drought in the country, feel free to come to us, we'll have rice available for you. This is a talk about innovation and a talk about how we can use things that are happening naturally to be able to support and help ourselves. But even this rainwater, I actually purify the water before I use it on our vegetable farm, because you have a vegetable farm as well. This water I purify before I put on my vegetable crops. The townspeople drink from what I purify before I even use to feed the plants. So you see a big problem there. There's not even clean water available for them. Thankfully now we have been able to provide them with a borehole. We've set up a reverse osmosis system, so we provide clean water in the community. But it tells you, this is even my harvested rainwater, I do not consider it clean enough for the people to drink. Much more in communities who depend on some of these natural river bodies to be able to give ourselves the very important nutrient called water. We need to take the polluting of our water bodies seriously. It's not an issue for politics. It's an issue that you and I need to start thinking about how to solve. I don't know. Maybe there's some innovation around being able to take some of this water and then repurposing it for our own consumption or for the growth of our own crops. But we need to start looking into it. But I don't want to only talk about problems. In fact, there are more advantages in this country than there are problems. I'll tell you some. The country is now developing. What that means is a small innovation. I told you, 2.5 years ago, the only agric science I have is the one I had from JHS before BEC. That's my agric science background. Post that, everything I do today about rice production, I learned on the field. And I learned through training programs. And so it's actually possible. And now, how does somebody who studied computer science and information systems 3 years later become the largest scale commercial rice farmer? And the reason is simple. Because this country is now developing. And so if you are willing and ready to put on your seatbelt and work hard, I can guarantee you your success will not be very difficult. The country does not have that many. In fact, I don't know of a locally manufactured plow company. I don't know of a locally manufactured grass cutting equipment. So for some of us, we need to take some of these innovations seriously so that we do not continue to import all these things from outside. We begin to produce them for our own people. Beyond that, the voter leak and the blessing of the voter leak. I went to, I had a team from South Africa who visited the farm. They were looking to do rice, they were looking to do tomato farming around where I was farming. And then we took a trip. He said, I want to see, Nana, show me where the voter leak is. When we went and we saw it, he said, Nana, if 35 of my friends from South Africa come here, this voter lake will run dry. He cannot understand how we have this amazing resource of a voter lake spanning different regions, and yet there are very few farms on that lake. Beyond that, Ghana has used less than 10% of our arable lands. Another South African man came to me. He wanted to do livestock farming. In fact, the sheep and the goat were going to take a plane from South Africa to Ghana. And I asked him, is it still profitable? I said, oh, the way Ghanaians eat, it will be very profitable. Even when the goats get an air ticket, it will still make financial sense. He said he wanted to come and see our land that was available for him to be able to, because if he grows the livestock, he needs to be able to grow the raw material to feed the livestock. So he wanted to see where he could potentially grow some maize and soya. We drove all the way from Accra to Nkransa. In fact, we flew to Kumasi, then drove from the airport to Nkransa and back. When we arrived at Nkransa, the guy said he doesn't need to get down. I said, you made us leave Accra to Nkransa. Get down and let's go and check. I said he doesn't need to get down. I said, what is the reason? He said, look, Nana, from where I'm sitting, it is evident that the land that is there is very fertile. So the weeds that are growing on it show that the nutrients X, Y, and Z are all in the soil. He doesn't need to get down to conduct a soil test. He can come and do the project here. And then he told me, he said, it is criminal for this country to import any food. Those words have stuck with me. He said, it is criminal for Ghana to import any food. With all the kinds of arable lands we have here, we should not be the ones importing food. And this is possible because here we are in Africa. Raw material availability, abundance of it. Look, we are exporting raw cocoa and importing chocolate. We are operating, the whole country is probably getting about $2 billion from the cocoa that we export. One company that is producing chocolate and exporting to Ghana alone is probably making that $2 billion. Some of them are family-owned companies. So the whole country is feeding one family. What stops us here from producing our own chocolate? What stops us here from processing and adding value to all the cocoa that we produce in this country? So that we go from the $2 billion economy and enjoy the $100 billion that the chocolate industry has for us. Talk about cashew production. We have a cashew product, roasted cashew, honey-coated cashew. Some of them may be in the foyer when you finish if you wanted to grab some. And you ask yourself, there are Indians who can speak Twi just because of cashew. They have left their country and they live in Ghana collecting all the, as I speak, I think they are about to leave Because between May and about August, they are here, resident, buying all our cashew and exporting it. Where are the Ghanaians? What stops us from being able to roast our own cashew to consume by ourselves? And here we are, enjoying on TikTok. Think about the weather in Ghana. The weather that we have, all year-round farming is possible here. We are able to not only grow rice in the rainy season, or we don't have snow here. Throughout the year, we're actually able to produce. The country China, the country Thailand, they only have 1 year of rice production. And yet, they are the third or fourth largest rice producers to the country, to the world. Where is Ghana? So, the youth need to recognize that the benefits that we have on this continent, the benefits that we have in this country, look at the market of Africa. We have 1.3 billion people as a market. It is more than America and UK combined. Your market can be only in Africa. You don't need to produce anything to export. You can produce it to sell to our own people because the market is here. If you look at even a country like Nigeria, more than 70% of the population is under 35. What does that mean? The future of the country is yet to come. It's not about the population you see today. There are mouths to feed. So we need to work around innovation. We need to change. Youth of Kumasi, youth of Ghana, let's not, after this session, enjoy and consider it business as usual. Let's build this country. Let's feed our future. Let's solve our own problems. Let's innovate. Let's innovate. Let's innovate and make money while we build our own nation.
See the one for you and the one for me, but I have to say please wait.
Hello and welcome. Let's get into the very latest from the world of sports. Now, Black Stars winger Ibrahim Osman has described his loan move to Dutch side Feyenoord FC as the right place for him to develop. He said this in his introductory interview with the Dutch giant after a one-year loan deal was struck for the 20-year-old to move from English Premier League side Brighton and Hove Albion.
Feels good for me, in my development. I think this is the right place for me.
How did your family and friends react to the news?
It was surprising for them. They were really happy because Feyenoord is one of the biggest clubs in Netherlands. I spoke with the sporting director here and the coach here, and the way they spoke to me and the project, I felt this was the right place for me.
What are your first impressions of the club walking here, being in Rotterdam?
It's a nice city. I've not been to the stadium yet, but I guess it's a nice stadium here. But I've seen the training facilities and it's top.
Can you tell me about the most important reasons for you to choose Feyenoord in the end?
For me, I'm young and I need to play, and also the style of play here. Obviously, they also play like younger players and they have the academy setup, which promote like the academy boys to the first team. Yeah, and also for my development, it's good for me to play in Feyenoord.
Let's head to Cote d'Ivoire now, and assistant coach of Hazakis ladies Emmanuel Mensah has stated that going scoreless in 2 outings for his team is far from the best and is not the standard his team operates at. Hazakis are attempting to qualify to the main competition of the CAF Women's Champions League but have made a poor start going winless in 2 games. The Ghanaian champions drew goalless with Omnisport at Tinsel from Burkina Faso in their opening game, and aside failing to pick up a win, Coach Mensah is disappointed with a poor start in the qualifiers.
Football is very chaotic.
if you're conceding and you don't keep your head up, you keep on conceding. And I think the girls gave up too early. They should have still fight till the end, but they gave up too early. The other thing, yes, it's not the best. 2 games not being able to score shows that attacking wise, we have not been that top notch. It's unfortunate because that is not Azaka standard. We need to work on that, and in our next game, try to score goals.
Or later on Sunday, Sotraman will take on TP Elect Sport from Chad in the preliminary stage of the CAF Confederations Cup at the Accra Sports Stadium at 3 p.m. To Europe now. Now kicking off the new Premier League season at the Theatre of Dreams, and Manchester United and Fulham meets for their top flights opener later tonight at 7 p.m. Old Trafford plays host as the 2024-2025 campaign gets underway, with United aiming to improve after a turbulent year both on and off the pitch. Here's what United manager Erik ten Hag has to say ahead of the game.
It's true, it's not the pre-season, but is where you can in 5-6 weeks work on the team. It's very complicated, but yeah, we had the USA tour squad, then we add the players who did the Euros and Copa America, and now new signings, and now we have to make a team from it. And that team is not ready, but the league starts. And there are more managers to deal with this problem. We definitely have this problem, but still we have some rules, some principles, and we have to make a start. We can't hide ourselves, we can't run away from it, so we have to deal with it.
And we've got live radio commentary of the game for you on your favorite dial, 97.3 Citi FM. Join us for all the in-depth analysis, live radio commentary from our partners Talk Sport every weekday and midweek as well. Let's do a bit of transfers before we take leave of you. And Manchester United have told Denmark midfielder Christian Eriksen, who's 32, that he is free to find a new club this month, and he could leave in a cat's price deal. Atletico Madrid would like to complete the sale of Portugal forward João Felix, who's 24, to Chelsea and sign the Blues' 24-year-old England midfielder Conor Gallagher later on Wednesday. Now, AC Milan have reached an agreement with Monaco for the 25-year-old France midfielder Youssef Fofana, who was also looked at by Manchester United. I am Bernard Abeko, and that's your sport this morning on Kickoff. We are proudly powered by Leshel and Zonda. We are back at 5 p.m. with Sports Flash. Later at 7 p.m. with Sports Panorama. Sports is life. Get involved.
Let's go.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life. Let's go. Let's go, we improve your life.
In a world where only the best survives, you need a fuel that can match your drive. A fuel with unparalleled protection for your engine, superior efficiency, and unrivaled performance. A fuel so unbeatable, when you get behind the wheel, you'll focus on what really matters. The journey ahead. That fuel is Shell V-Power, because no other fuel gives your engine better protection, better efficiency, and better performance. Be unbeatable. Drive unbeatable. Shell V-Power. Shell, go well.
Guys, Charlie, you know that mining contract I've been chasing for years? I just got awarded the deal. But the issue is where to get the right and quality heavy-duty trucks to execute this job here in Ghana.
Relax, my guy. Remember my recent construction deal at Pokwase? Zonda sorted me out.
Zonda? What? Who is that?
Zonda Tech Ghana Limited is your one-stop shop for machinery, heavy and light-duty trucks, and pickups. They have the Shantui bulldozers, graders, payloaders, rollers, poor pickups, 4-land light trucks, TX trucks, and oil tanks, made and assembled right here in Ghana with top-notch after-sales service and standard prices.
Made in Ghana. This is amazing.
You haven't seen my Zonda Power pickup, which I take to the office? Strong, durable, and tough on our roads.
Hey, that's from Zonda too?
Absolutely. Zonda is the right place for you, my guy.
Oh, now I am sorted with Zonda. Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, your solution for heavy and light-duty trucks, located at Tema, off the Aflao Road. Call 0501-772-222 or 0501-773-333. Zonda, built in Ghana, building Ghana.
Hey, well, yo, I did tire for Abu Chef. See, everything I do, Abu won't do some. Last year, I bought a cattle farm in Yanton. I see he go buy a farm next to mine. I marry Fauzia. No, he marries Fauzia's sister. I buy my motorbike. I see no, he go buy motorbike too.
Hey, but you don't see say since you buy your bike, he has bought 4 motorbikes, which have all broken down. You know they maintain bikes at all.
His problem be say he dey put wrong lubricant for his bike inside. The correct motorbike oil where if you put inside be Shell Advanced Lubricant. Shell Advanced Lubricant be the only motorbike oil where they make them for motorbike to protect engine, clutch and brake. Where he no. Wait me, wallahi, I no go tell him. Shell. Hey, well, hey, where you go?
If you don't go tell Abu, me I dey go tell him say make you use Shell Advanced Lubricant for him bike.
Hey, visit any Shell station or distributor today to get your Shell Advanced Lubricant for your motorbike. Shell Advance, complete protection for your bike.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Channel 1 TV is live on DSTV Go TV.
Like Jeffy, 11 after 8, Friday morning, City CBS, 97.3 Citi FM. Caleb Kuda here with Nathan Crow. Benjamin and Ketia joins us. Of course, Godfred Odum. Oh, no, not Godfred Odum. Godfred Akotobu is here. And their Bontin father himself. Bring you wonderful conversations. But if you wish you had some telephone, you could send a message to celebrate someone special today, whether it's your anniversary or birthday. Well wishes, you can send them through 0549 986 996, 0549 986 996. Many of you have sent messages requesting for the full audio of Nana Ewusi. Nana Rice's presentation, which you heard on Business Edition, was a powerful one. We'll share that on our socials and we'll let you know. In the meantime, if you're ready to power up your finances and unlock your path to prosperity, you're ready to watch your investment grow with confidence, Lesheho Fixed Deposit Solution is your best option. With Lesheho's Fixed Deposit Solution, you're not just investing, you're making your money work harder. You just watch your wealth grow. Don't settle for average returns. Join the investment revolution with our fixed deposit solution and take charge of your financial future. The number to call 02700 40 799. Send us a WhatsApp on 02700 40 733 to learn more. Invest wisely, invest with Lesheho. Lesheho, let's improve life. Now let me tell you about Zonda Ghana Limited. It's your one-stop shop for quality trucks. Shantui bulldozers, we have them. Excavators, we have them. Graders, payloaders, TX trucks, oil tanks, all of them made and assembled right here in Ghana. At Zonda Ghana Limited, we don't only create opportunities and empower people, but we also provide top-notch after-sales service for all our heavy and light-duty trucks and machinery needs. Visit us today at any of our 7 branches around the country and also at our head office of the Tema Aflao Road, close to the Free Zones Enclave Tema. Call us on 050-177-2222 or 050-177-3333. Zonda built in Ghana, built in Ghana. Listen, if you want to imagine launching your career or starting your own business or embarking on advanced studies within 6 months of graduation, Ashesi is the place to be. That's nearly every graduate's reality. From Accra to Nairobi, London to New York, Ashesi graduates are noticed and they are leading successful careers. Regardless of what you choose to study, an Ashesi education gives you a strong foundation for life. Visit ashesi.edu.gh to learn more about the Ashesi advantage. Remember, admission is free.
Now, if you are dreaming of going to Dubai, there's a lovely opportunity for you between the 15th to the 21st of September. You are going to experience the best of Dubai. Think about everything you've heard and imagined. You are going to experience all of that because Global Wings Travel and Tours is organizing a lovely trip. 6 days, wonderful stuff happening in Dubai. Call them on 0550-188-181 or send them a WhatsApp message on the same number to find out more. And if you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost, Lancaster University Ghana is your number one option. They have a vibrant student community and you also get a 50% scholarship on your degree. Call them on 020-960-7008 or visit lancaster.edu.gh or send them an email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana is the only British uni campus in West Africa. Now, which new exclusive estate is being built around the Central Green Park with all the family amenities you deserve, including a private movie theater, paddle tennis court, and more than you imagine? The answer is Akaya by Trasaco. Trasaco is the leading residential developer that brought you Villaggio Primavera in Trasaco Valley, and they are redefining suburban living at Pantime with their new residential project called Akaya by Trasaco. Visit akayabytrasaco.com for more info. And the new order of retirement is here. You can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income for the rest of your life. Speak to Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh to find out more. Brapa, Old Mutual do great things every day.
Now listen, at some point today you run out of energy. Get Lucozade. We are in a new, sleeker, slimmer Lucozade. We have a new can, 330 ml can, same energy, great tasting, energy giving. Look out for Lucozade wherever you go. Grab one, sip it. It gives you unbeatable energy. Restore your energy with Lucozade today. Fred, good morning again.
Good morning. Let me send birthday wishes to everybody's friend and brother Henry Nidote.
Oh, nice.
May the coming Premier League season be a happy one for you and all Manchester United ones. But
Nidote.
Yeah, Nidote. Don't you know Nidote?
Nidote.
He's the king of all PRs in this country.
I met him on campus a couple of months ago.
PRMO champion.
Nidote has been up to all kinds of things. So, Henry Nidote, have a special birthday. Enjoy it from everybody at Citi.
Nice one. And there is one here. Happy birthday to the former Amasaman MP Emmanuel Ni Okai Lai. May this day mark the beginning of many blessings and favor in your life. We wish you good health and prosperity. Enjoy your special day. And this is coming from Nathan. This is Gan. Let me know if I say it right. Shiache.
Shiache.
Shiache,
landlord.
Oh, landlord. Yes. Okay, so it's coming from landlord movement to the former MP for Amasaman Emmanuel Ni Okai Lai. And then this one says, please help me wish Alhaji Amidu Tanko of the Star Ghana Foundation. Alhaji Amidu Tanko, Star Ghana Foundation. Today is your birthday. Message says you're a man worth celebrating for your exemplary leadership and citizenship. From the steering committee and members of the Star Ghana Foundation, happy birthday to Alhaji Amidu Tanko. Happy birthday going out to Melissa. God's abundant blessings on you. Loads of love from your big sister Rama.
A few more coming in. This one says, kindly wish my lovely wife and the love of my life, Cornelia Frimpoma Safo. A happy birthday is coming from her husband, Mr. Kojo Okai Anda. This one says, kindly help me wish my mother, Miss Emilia Chucho Ako, a retiree from the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture. A happy birthday. We love you, Mom, from Mrs. Sheila Naki Ajete of the Ministry of Trade and Industry. I got this one earlier. Came to my Twitter DM. This one says, kindly wish my mother, Reverend Prophetess Ivy Tete, a happy 60th birthday. This is from her stubborn academy children, Manuel, Mate, Sarah, and Philbert. And the message is a definition of motherhood. This one says, my husband just got the visa to the 5th floor. By God's grace, please wish him a message from me. Well, you didn't tell us anything. So, okay, it's this one. Oh, okay. Happy 50th to Solomon Kofi Ansa, CEO of Peak Lyceum, Tema Community 22, from his dear wife Nanama and the children Gifty, Silfua, Pakojo, Penny and Kakra, and Grandma Mrs. Oredu and the entire family.
Now, Sheba, Nana Oye, and Cinderella are all wishing their sister Nana Ekuya Kunedu Mafo a happy birthday message. We love you dearly. God bless you and more blessings unto you. Great one there. Those are dedications coming through. Pastor Simons will say, Awoyi. No, in the UK some time ago, with this man sitting in front of me, Benjamin Nketia. I will be what you are saying. Nketia, good morning.
Good morning, Caleb.
Yeah, it's been a minute we stepped out.
I mean, you've told the people that you're the original Abontin father.
What do you say? You know, the time I was eating the, fufu and yemwadia in the UK, he was the one taking the video. People don't know, but he was enjoying the taste.
This young man, the things he has done.
No man, get your welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you.
I remember our time at the Emirates Stadium and the London Stadium. That was quite a good one.
The London Stadium was great, actually. Look, I've been to a few stadia around.
Yeah.
I think I always say this. I was joking with the people at TalkSport that the London Stadium probably has the best Wi-Fi I've enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie, the Wi-Fi is crisp.
Of course.
It doesn't break.
Nana.
Everything
Everything you want to do, I think it's 5G actually. Yeah.
Are you sure what we have at Terminal 3 is not better?
Don't do that.
Okay, sorry.
Don't do that.
I retract and apologize.
Yeah, Charlie, it was really good. I mean, the whole sense of family going to watch the game, like Charlie, people take their football seriously, man.
And it was a Sunday, bro.
It was like you see the way they emerged from
the
underground,
the substation.
They come together like yeah, Charlie. That feeling is back. You know, like Premier League football does not. I don't know. It leaves some emptiness in you when it ends.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like a 9-month cycle where when you begin, you are all excited. Like, even the people whose teams have not performed well, even they are looking for it to Premier League. So before we even get into in-depth conversation, just give them a sense of what is about to come.
Thank you. I love it. That's the feeling. It's powerful. No, me, I am looking for a team to support because you know I'm one of those. One of those few guys. Who
Let me give you a good team support. Manchester United.
Is that so?
Pristine condition.
Is that so?
They've just been taken over by a billionaire by name Sir Ratcliffe.
Okay.
You know, in coaches.
No, he didn't take over. He got 25%.
Oh, it's the same thing. Is he not part owner of United? He's part owner of United. He's part of the reasons why the team can smile going forward.
So he's pumping money into the system.
Yes.
Tekoye.
Single digit billionaire.
My God.
According to Coach Nimi, he's a single digit billionaire. In fact, before him, I didn't know billionaires were qualified. Like, I didn't know you had to qualify the billionaire. Charlie, it says the guy is a single digit billionaire. Anyway, United is a good place to be. You know, Red Devil, Red Army, Ten Hag.
Don't. It's a very traumatizing experience. So if you are ready for the trauma, then no problem.
I'm not ready for any heartbreaks. Godfred, is Manchester a good advice from Nathan? Is that a good thing?
Godfred is a United fan. Nathan is a United fan.
Oh, the both of them are United fans.
Pastor Chikata is a United fan. Fred Jabano is a United fan.
I see.
If United is a bad entity or a bad franchise, I leave the rest. You can make your own judgment.
So which other team shouldn't I try at all?
Ipswich.
Because they are going back down.
Charlie, Chelsea, Charlie, don't try.
Judanka won't be happy.
Charlie, you want to get mauled this morning?
Don't try. Charlie, have you ever seen a team where there was a time where players were changing on the corridors of the team? Like, corridors.
That's why they're changing.
Oh, Nana Jai.
They're Pardo.
Charlie, Pardo.
What's up, Pardo?
Team Numaya, like they had to train in 2 batches.
You're
like
kidding.
That's how crazy.
Or on the shift. Double track.
The irony about Chelsea is that Chelsea is in the rich side of London, like you know, west, at the west. So you expect that like things are a little more, you know, prim and proper than your average Premier League.
Right, on double track.
And it was like that, like during the Abramovich era, and then things switched around. Right now, they say they have 43 players on their books.
53.
Wow, man, that's like what Accra Hearts of Folk and Asante Kotoko used to do. Like some seasons back, they'll release 20 players and then they'll bring in another 30. That's what Chelsea is doing right now. So as far as the Premier League is concerned,
Chelsea is not in good standing.
No, they are not in good standing, Charlie. But they'll tell you that it's a project. If you listen to Edwin Kwakofi, you would think that Chelsea is the next best thing since sliced bread. Like Edwin can stand on a platform
and hype the club.
Edwin can sell ice to Alaska when he's talking about Chelsea.
My God.
I'm telling you.
I was listening to him. I was listening to him 15 minutes ago. I was like, hey.
You'll be shocked that it's Chelsea he's talking about. That's what's going on. But you see, the Premier League is, like I said, it's starting tonight.
Right.
Tonight, it's a game at Old Trafford between United and Fulham. That's how we are raising the curtain. Super. And you know, out here, what we do is sell the audio experience.
Yeah.
Now, I've had people basically tell me that the Talk Sport experience here or the commentary is so good and so detailed that sometimes they actually turn off the volume on their TV
so they can enjoy this one.
So
they're watching their visual thing,
and then
but
they're listening to the commentary.
Wow.
And then some people basically also tell me that they would prefer to listen to our analysis than the in-studio analysis, basically because sometimes the in-studio analysis has players who have affiliations, and if you have affiliations, sometimes it's a little difficult to be objective, and so a lot of the analysis can be a little skewed. So as far as the Premier League is concerned this season, we want you to understand that your car experience is going to be top notch. And that's it really for us. I mean, most people are on the move on the weekend, if you know. Funeral here, wedding there, naming ceremony there. So you need to be able to catch your favorite team, I mean, while you are in transit. Sometimes it's not even the whole game that you want to catch. You just want to get like
highlights and important commentary.
And the good thing about TalkSport is when the games end, or even sometimes when the games are going on, you get what you call a goal flash. So they take you to another venue where you can catch up with what's happening at that game. You get little.
So you're shopping different areas.
Everything is happening. Everything is happening at once. So it's absolutely brilliant. Let me just give you, I mean, what the Premier League feel for this season is like, and then we can continue.
Go ahead.
Talk Sport Live on Citi FM.
The best league in the world deserves the best coverage in the world.
The home of the beautiful game is on Citi FM.
What a strike! Don't miss a second of the action with the exclusive on-demand free football service from TalkSport Live at talksport.com.
Driven into the net!
From kick-off to extra time, get unrivaled commentary, professional analysis and expert opinion from TalkSport's dedicated global super squad. Follow your team, show your support and experience the passion of the Premier League.
Oh, it's got in the net!
Every kick, every goal,
every great moment available on demand and for free from TalkSport Live at talksport.com. Don't miss a kick, flick or trick from the greatest league in the universe with full match commentary of every single game in the English Premier League.
Oh, it's in!
The home of the beautiful game is on Citi FM.
So that's the flavor, and Benjamin and Katia. That's what we're expecting. A lot of exciting moments, right?
Detailed, on point commentary. Yeah, like I said. So you just heard the snippets of what TalkSport feed to. So it's pre-game analysis. That's what we do basically on Friday. So if you listen to Sports Panorama, you get the preview. So if you are looking, for instance, for what your favorite clubs have been doing, that's a good place to tune into. You get all the breakdown of all the behind the scenes action with the managers and all of that going on. And then for us here, like we rightly said, there are a lot of football matches, over 250 matches actually this season.
So this 380
matches.
Yes.
380
across the season.
But obviously we can't broadcast everything because, for instance, on a Saturday we do 3 games. Sometimes we do 4 games based on how the schedule is. And then we have action from the Carabao Cup and also the FA Cup in between. We do also do midweek matches. So, for instance, for game week 1, there's already a midweek game. Yes, so Monday there's a Tottenham. Yes, there's a Monday night game. Tottenham will be in action. So we'll be doing that for you as well. So Mondays, Wednesdays, sometimes even Wednesdays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, typically we have Premier League football, so you will be seeing my face a lot this season. But like I said, for those of you who always worry about not being able to catch your favorite team play, this is why we are here. You know, you can't carry your TV into your car. No, only the most sophisticated cars can have a screen that will let you watch. So you can tune into live radio commentary. You get the best of analysis as well. And then I also have noticed that we have a certain audience. So sometimes when I'm like driving out, I'm trying to buy fuel, or you drive to a fuel station and they've opened up their woofer. You know, Charlie, the Premier League is going on. I'm like, yeah, Charlie, that's what it is. And you know what's funny about this? I've just gotten up to go and buy food, like half time, like you go buy food, and then you know,
while you leave to go get some food, people listening.
You know, there's like action going on, and somebody will meet me and be like, Charlie, and I'm like smiling and looking at him like, I was just behind the console, but they don't know. But that's what it is. The community Premier League experience is extremely important to us, and that's why we've coined the roadshow. But I'll come to that in a bit. So basically, this is the basics of what we are serving, and the basics literally is the best of the best.
So we are to expect crisp analysis, detailed, every angle, everything covered. Nice one. I love it. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite part is how people, you know, put their frustrations on the crew in the studio. It's one of the best parts of the City broadcast of the Premier League.
And Nathan get that a lot.
You are everybody's enemy. You know, people who are listening in their cars, they are listening to it. They are like, what is he saying? This analysis, you know. But I like that. And then also the feedback from the messages. I think our listeners have the best nicknames.
Right.
And all the nicknames are doing.
You only get that.
You only get that with the experience of listening to us during the Premier League season. So there is a lot that comes with this. It's fun. It's a very unique way to consume the Premier League football, and you can catch it everywhere. Look, I've seen people who are at funerals who run away from funerals. Wow. As maybe the funeral.
They wipe their tears to go to some
weddings or they're at a social function. Yeah. They look at the church. They look at the program. Once you give them the program, they look at the thing. They're like, okay, so at this part, they go and sit in the car, listen up. If it gets to a part where they are needed, they go back into the hall or auditorium for whatever it is that they are doing, and then join. So, like, for this to be back, starting tonight, completely amazing. But I want to ask you, Ketia, like, is this... Chatano says, how do you feel listening to Benjamin talking sports? Okay, I'll answer that question later. But I wanted to ask you, Ketia, is there anything new with our crew for analysis?
Okay, so basically what's new with the crew for analysis is we'll be bringing in fans, actually. Yes, so you want to improve the fan experience as much as possible. You want the fans to feel as close to the action as possible. And so we'll bring in from your everyday fan to your slightly popular, slightly eccentric fan. They are...
It's more of the fan groups,
good.
Right?
The fan groups are completely exciting. And I am I'm interested in telling you that the Manchester City group in Ghana is actually threatening to overtake a lot of the traditional teams in support base as far as this country itself.
Really? I thought they were a single-digit support base.
You are lost.
You're no longer a single-digit support base. It used to be only OJ.
Sure. In fact, hold on. During the season end, right? Yeah. The last time, during the FA Cup final, I remember, at the Accra Digital Centre, they held a viewing party over there. It was an overflow. And when they won the game, like you should have seen when they lost the game, it was sad. But when they won the season, they had another one there. It was pandemonium. Like you should have seen the people. I'm like, we did a report, and I'm like, are you sure these are Manchester City? These are Manchester City fans. They have their own, flag and everything. They are basically affiliated to the official club. So last year when Julian Lescott was down here, they did some charity work. They went out to the central region to do their stuff there. So they are really like rooted.
For us, we'll bring the OG first. OJ. The original Manchester City fan.
Before
he will open the panditry floor here.
OJ is a serious fan. Like when I remember when they won the title last 2 seasons.
Before there were fans, there was OG.
Charlie, he would send me some Bernardo Silva video and say, "Enjoy Bernardo."
And talking about the coverage, of course, there are other things that support the coverage. So the Premier League preview show on television supports the coverage. It airs every Friday afternoon, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. I host that show with some very interesting guests. As well, and then the podcast. Last season we had the podcast. The podcast is coming back. So all of those things support the live coverage of the Premier League, which starts tonight, 7 p.m. Old Trafford, Man United versus Fulham.
Professor, welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Senior Abonte father.
Yes, sir.
Akoso.
How's Namibia?
No, we've entered
Kigali.
We've entered Kigali now.
The senior Abonte father.
No, Nketiasi Mejano.
You know where he's going next? Morocco.
Hey! Charlie, no, you must put me in your suitcase. Oh, I thought you and I started this together.
Good morning, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm shopping for a team to support.
Shopping?
Me supporting team. Yeah, it's now that I'm looking for one.
Then
they said I should try Manchester, but they said Arsenal too is a very good team.
Don't enjoy your peace.
So I told you don't know what it comes with.
See, when we went to the Emirates Stadium, when they scored a goal, the grounds literally shook. There was so much excitement.
The experience that they sell and football is football everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But you bring value if you package it well. If you package it well and you are able to deploy, people with knowledge in the space, then you are bringing value. And it has so much economic value. Look, the people in the Arab states, they are not stupid
at all. To be investing
so much in football, you know what it does to their youth development? Amazing. Okay? Because drugs was at the point of taking over their youth. And all sorts of behavior. Look, 10 years ago, if you went to some of these Arab states, because they didn't have avenues for expression, car racing among youth was the biggest menace. And accidents on their streets. Okay, football has taken over, and they are investing into it because the English people sat down one day and said, these German people are using all sorts of ways to market football. Meanwhile, we are the originators. Hold on. Let's package our Premier League, our league. Repackaged it, marketed it, sold it TV rights, and boom, it started a new phase of English football. You know? I used to be a Queen's Park Rangers.
QPR.
That's serious.
I used to be a Queen's Park Rangers supporter. You know, because we lived at Stonebridge Park, you know, 2 stops away. And that was the closest.
That's the sense of community you feel. That's the team you grew up around.
QPR is playing is a big deal.
Blue and white.
And then Arsenal came begging because because I just followed one of my friends in the estate who had stuff doing at Wembley Stadium because we lived very close to Wembley Stadium. So he will go, Eric will collect brothers and go and do ball catching when they are doing training and things. And Charlie, one day I went, he said, he has tickets, let's go. And then Arsenal was playing some Swedish team. This was in 91 there about.
Wow.
No, not 92, 93. I forget the date. But anyway, Arsenal beat the people that are converted from. By that time, too, QPR had gone to bring these Swedish guys, Roy, and all these guys who were playing for QPR, you know. And Charlie, they went on relegation. So I moved, and Charlie. Fortunately, when I moved, Arsene Wenger came, and Charlie,
things took off from there.
Things change.
You know,
Things change.
Yeah, but what we are doing is what we created is a commentary of the English Premier League.
Right. And that's something you don't get anywhere else.
Commentary.
You don't get this
radio
anywhere
commentary, which we created at Citi here.
Sure.
We created it ourselves.
I love it.
Although we don't have the rights. You know, we had to create it when the GFA at the time, they banned us from covering local matches. When Nyantechi was the boss, I will not stop saying this thing. It was so painful.
Every year you remind them.
You were in school at the time, I used to come. Thomas carried our things to go and do the stadium, and they threw our things away. That they have given the right to some 2 stations. Nobody should come near the thing. I sat down and said, these people will find a way around it. So a lot of people say, why aren't you covering local league? And
there's a story behind
this
it.
is why we ended up here.
Wow. we liked covering it, but you didn't want us to cover it.
They threw us away from the stadium with our things like that. So we went to England, got this thing, and
came home.
The rest is history. That's why we do what we do. But it's offered. Look, we cover up to 300 matches every year.
Wow.
Of the 380 games, we cover up to 300 every year.
Wow.
And we cover up to 6 matches every week.
My God.
Yep.
Live commentary from the English Premier League, from the English FA Cup, and then the Carabao Cup. Still Carabao.
Yes.
The League Cup.
The League Cup, yeah.
So we have all these 3 that and it offers live stadium experiences.
That's right.
So if you are listening to me and you are in the FMCG space and you are even real estate, you know, any service that you offer or product is a good opportunity for you
to tap
to
into
come on as a sponsor.
Yeah.
Because you have thousands of young people, young adults, older people listening in their vehicles, in pubs, in community centers. And in fact, somebody was telling me that the only thing that stands between him and funerals on weekends is the English Premier League commentary on Citi. So if he's traveling, wherever he's traveling,
he's
tuned in till he gets to his destination. So it provides a certain experience.
Even churches gather to listen.
Oh, well, why not? For critical matches,
somebody will step out. I'm telling you, somebody will step out to go and catch the score of what his team is doing,
and then come back.
Go back into the church.
So you better just have the service around the thing,
right?
Exactly. So look, if you are into any business and you want to see how your business can benefit from the English Premiership commentary on Citi FM, there's a number I'll give you to call. It's 0244 578 161. 0244 578 161. Call this number. Let's discuss how you can be part of the English Premier League commentary, which we have just launched this morning. And as we said, we are going to, in the next 1 year, from August, this weekend, that's tonight, all the way to May of next year, we are bringing you up to 300 games, live games on Citi FM, and it's our invitation for you to be part of this experience. Apart from the live games that you're going to hear, Ben talked about the community engagements through our Premier League road shows, where we pick specific pubs and venues, community centers. We gather, listen to the Premiership commentary together, and network and have fun. So sharing the experience of the English Premier League, it's football, and it's the passion of young people, and so I'm talking to advertisers here to come on board and let's make it real.
Talking about that, right? There's one more community we can't abandon as far as the Premier League is concerned. That's the Fantasy League community. Now, here at Citi, I'm a little head that Bernard is not here, because Bernard is the in-house FPL champion. He doesn't brag about it a lot, but that's how good he is. In fact, the last time I think he won the in-house league, and then he donated his prize money. That's how crazy it was. But the main Citi FM Fantasy League has averaged over 25,000 people per season for the last 5 years. Over 25,000 people. I mean, if you are looking to advertise, this is a gold mine for you, honestly, for anybody who wants to tap into this one. And for last year's winner of the FPL, we have something for you. So tonight, please do tune in. All those who are in the Citi FM Fantasy League, tune in for tonight's game. We'll be announcing a few special plans for the Fantasy League as far as this season is concerned. And also, on Sunday, we are opening the season with a bang. We are opening the season with a bang. Our good friends at +233. Big shout outs to all the people at +233, Uncle Juni, Adote, and the guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Like, it's very seamless whenever we have to do stuff with them. They are just a 5-minute conversation away, and we can make things happen. And talking about the experience, when you go to +233, the screen is one of a kind. Plenty of people are joining different pixels and tens to no. It's just one giant screen just to give you a solid experience. And the audio experience will literally immerse you. Like, you think you are in the stadium. And that's the thing
gives
about
you that feeling.
Oh, Charlie, sometimes football fans can get carried away by the audio experience. You think you're actually at the match venue. So this Sunday, it's a road show. That's our first road show.
And it's happening at +233.
It's our first road show of the season.
The boss of +233, right? When we're in Namibia, he didn't come. He was there with us. We're having a good time, but you continue. It's okay.
Right now, you are literally trying to remind me of my. I don't even know why he's doing this. I don't know why he's doing this, but that's the truth. So it's a Man City and Chelsea game. Chelsea are at home for that one. And if you don't believe that Manchester City's fans are taking over, come and see for yourself on Sunday.
Very important.
I won't talk, but just come and see for yourself.
Very important. For the advertisers, the number is 0244. For those who want to sponsor, the number is 0244 578 161.
0244-578-161, and then we are good. Join us, call this number, let's have a conversation. But what's the Fantasy League code though? You got it here?
Yes, hold on a second for me. Let me pull that out for you right about now. Yes, I have it here.
Great.
Good. So it's 611 O capital L 7. Let me do that again. 611 O capital L and 7. We'll have this on our social media handle. So the main Citi 97.3 handle, the Citi Sports handle, and the Channel 1 TV
everywhere you go.
Handle. So
611017. Yeah. Very important. We have some messages that have come through, Nathan.
Okay, this one is from our very good friend, Coach Christopher Nimley. He says, please tell my boss Papa that Arteta caused me serious harm from his pocket by not winning last season. Okay, and he's asking if Siemens would support the sacking of Arteta if he doesn't win the league again. Okay, Lambert in Dodoa says...
I'm sure somebody is faking Coach Nimley. Coach Nimley, knowledgeable Coach Nimley is talking about sacking Arteta at this time. The brightest spot since Arsene Wenger. He's even threatening to break Arsene Wenger's records.
Lambert in Dodo says, as for QPR, they'll never come back to the Premier League.
Oh, they don't even want to.
For allowing Aguero to score the last minute goal in 2012. It's not 2010. This is in 2012. This one says, okay, it's quite a long one. Effectively saying that women need to understand that men watch football for several reasons. That is therapy. Okay, interesting stuff there. This one says, sorry, why? Coming from Adina, why are you doing this?
It's a legit question.
He's saying that, guys, Papa Sam has to show us his jersey plug. I can't seem to get my size.
It's a legit question.
Well, but we also don't know your size.
This one says,
oh my God.
Kofi Esquire in Castle says, Charlie, we the fans with a single digit billionaire are hopeful this year. Twist Kakra. One smooth, one chaff kakra.
Yeah, man.
Michi Goro and Michi Tula will make things nice. All right. Toby Dobu says, I hope Man United fans won't come and give us any excuse about injuries. Hence, they didn't do well. For us, Chelsea, we know what we experienced last season. So we want to have as many players as possible to take care of that.
But you can only register so many, so
just have 53 players.
So let me do a quick correction on the FPL code. So it's 6110 capital L7.
Yeah.
6 not O, so 0.
Okay, 0. Right.
Yeah, 6110 L7. That's the correction. So like I said, we'll have it on our various social media handles, so those who miss it here can probably catch up.
What will be your top 4 predictions for the season?
Oh, I think so. Good one. We did a season preview on Channel 1 TV. We'll be repeating that so those who missed out on it can enjoy it. But I have Arsenal winning the league.
Okay.
I have Liverpool finishing second.
You have what? Winning what?
Arsenal.
Master, you to go and do your own predictions.
Winning the league. Liverpool.
Arsenal winning the league. Liverpool second. Manchester City.
He's been in the game longer than you.
Oh, is he? So he should be concerned about his own club.
I want him to bring his team into the picture.
Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. Man United.
Where would West Ham be in this?
West Ham. I think West Ham will be mid-table, somewhere mid-table, 7th, 8th, 9th, thereabouts.
Okay, yeah. Nathan, your top 4 predictions?
Not in any order, though. Right. Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Man United.
Godfrey.
Eh? Manchester United.
Okay. Is it in that order?
No, in no particular order.
No, in no particular order.
But I'm starting from single digit billionaire association. So Manchester United, Liverpool,
okay,
City,
okay,
Aston Villa will repeat.
Oh, you feel Villa will repeat?
Villa will repeat again
in the top 4.
Oh yes.
So where's Arsenal in your top 4?
Oh, I said Arsenal will be top 4. What is your problem?
Hey, Charlie.
No, but Anthony from Gbawe sends a message. He says, Arsenal's match against Liverpool revealed to me that nothing has changed from last season. They won't win. Anthony says they won't do well.
What do you know?
No, it's preseason. You can't be making projections of preseason matches.
Yeah, Charlie, he's being consistent because in the last 3 years nobody gave Arsenal any chance anyway. So he's just being consistent. Yeah, but somebody was asking what times. Somebody is actually asking what times will be airing the
games. Okay, so the clocks do change, but now we're at 11:30. So games early kickoff is at 11:30.
Right.
So tomorrow, Saturday, we'll be here from just about 11 o'clock to give you some 30 minutes of breakdown before the game, and then we'll get into the game itself. We'll give you 30 minutes after the game, and then we'll open the phone lines, or we'll activate the phone lines so you can share your thoughts with us after games. And then Sundays, we have our first game at 1 p.m. And then the Chelsea-Manchester City game is at 3:30. So right after church, you can join us at +233. On Monday, the game is at 7 p.m. And so Mondays, what will happen these days is that because of Eyewitness, typically we don't have a lot of time, but these days we are going to negotiate with the Eyewitness people. They must give us like 30 to 45 minutes to break down games. We'll also be making appearances here.
Jabano is looking at you like this.
Yeah, I know he always look at me like that, but
he's in the window.
It's what it is.
I can see his face in the window.
No, it's what it is. That's what it is. I'll be disturbing Caleb and Bernard a lot more also on the breakfast show. We'll be popping up. I mean, every time there's a weekday or midweek game, just so our listeners know exactly what's going on.
And there's a thing about the broadcast that I like. There's nothing is more exciting than early kickoff jinx.
Charlie.
And Nketiah is the king of
the early kickoff agenda.
Nobody on planet Earth beats Nketiah on early kickoff agenda.
Benjamin.
Another thing that I should point out is the company we work with as TalkSport. One of their most exciting experiences is when they hear from Ghanaians.
Oh yeah, they love it.
The messages they get from
Ghana.
Yes. Wow.
When they do the commentary and they read,
they
are so
there,
happy.
In fact, the other time they even mentioned a name of somebody
random,
someone who texts or calls regularly.
So have you met this guy?
I don't know. We are not in a compound house.
Yes.
It's a big house.
It's a
big house called Ghana.
There's a message here. Let me read this, and I'll use this to clarify a point. Something I get every season. This one says, "My Saturdays are usually boring without the Premier League on Citi FM. I've painstakingly counted the days throughout the 2-month break. I can't wait to get started. My only problem is the inability to tune in on the online platforms and online radio apps when I'm not close to an FM radio. That's the thing. The coverage is not. We don't stream the coverage. It's not part of our online offering because that's not the agreement we have with TalkSport. Ours is to give you radio commentary. So if you Saturday you are out and you turn on tune in and you want it, you will not get the commentary. I have people.
That's a different rate.
That's a different. Yes, it's a different thing. So I have people who text me and
the category.
Somebody once called me. I answered the phone. The person was upset that there was no. I said, but there's commentary. I'm listening. He said, I'm not getting. I said, where are you? He said, on my tuning. I said, it won't work on tuning. Then I had to explain to the person. So it only works on a conventional radio set. So please keep that in mind as you follow us this season.
Thanks for that clarity. Very good clarity. More messages are in. We'll be reading them.
All right, Evans from Adenta, he says the only reason I use a YAM phone in addition to my iPhone is because of the Premier League commentary. The analysis is top notch. Yao Daniel Senya Breku says even these days, almost all fuel stations tune into Citi FM every Saturday and Sunday to listen to Premier League commentary.
Self-filling station and Summer Control. Every Saturday.
Charlie, you'll be shocked. Look, they know the schedule more than us. There's one B after Kaswa. After the Buduburam, you know where the new construction. After that, there's a Shell filling station on the right side. Charlie, they don't miss again.
They know everything.
There's another station actually right behind Champion here. Forgotten that. I think Zen or
Zen.
Charlie, full blast. The guy is having some meat pie and some drink, just chilling on the Premier League on a Saturday. That's the experience. I mean, we want to make sure that you are fully locked in from 11 up until around 7:30. That's the thing about Premier League. Like when it starts, it almost doesn't finish. Like you are going and going and going. And then, like I said, when we end matches on weekends, we'll give you a chance to vent, because sometimes the people want to vent. Like they want to speak out. Charlie, those are some of my best moments in this seat. Like the things people say about their teams. Oh my God.
Anyway, Neda from Tema Community 25, he was saying that this is our year. Arsenal, I think he says this is Arsenal's year. The Arsenal.
Amen. Wish you well.
Amen. Arsenal. Yeah. This one says, Kojon Ketia, why are you always? Why are you always speaking bad about Chelsea? Has the transfer window ended? It's too much.
The guy is pain. The guy is in pain.
No, we are here for the people.
Tell the people that you see their team.
We are here for the people.
You see, truth hurts. That's one of the phrases. Truth
we are
hurts.
Here to absorb their frustration.
Your team moved on from Ancelotti, Scolari, Di Matteo, and then all of a sudden you move into
it's a long list. You can't.
they have moved into Graham Potter, Frank Lampard, Enzo If you
Lampard 1 and 2.
If the signs are on the wall and you can't see
list, man.
me, I can't help you.
It's a long list. You don't want to do Chelsea. No, Chelsea, Charlie. It was always. I used to say it, Nathan, that it was always going to come to this.
Yes, true. I remember you always said that.
It was like it was an artificial something that it was going to come to, and this is not the worst. Because the team, no, Ogbu did the team inside. You know Ogbu. Next, I also don't know Ogbu. Ogbu did the team inside. From that man who bought the team,
Ken Bates.
Oh my goodness.
But for £1 or something.
Yeah, bought it for £1, man.
Well, he didn't buy it for £1.
Literally,
he paid £1 cash after all the stocks, things. No, you see the evil that man brought to the team is now. And then the woman that you people sang,
Canero.
Canero.
Especially Spanish or Portuguese.
Also, Boku snaps.
He go do my best like this. I say
No, because sometimes, see, you might be laughing, but the moves the people are making, that's what it looks like. Like, is it like they look like they're under a spell? Like, I don't understand. Like,
no, they don't look like they actually are. So you don't to say Chelsea or Moko relegation.
NC.
No, but this is not
NC.
Yo,
we are here.
Yeah, we did.
But let me just chip in a quick one. So Richard Mensah, aka OJ, aka the first Manchester City fan of the land, says that we should let you know that the Pig Farm and Newtown stores are big Premier League listeners and patronizers of the Premier League.
Thank
so
you.
Big shout outs to the Newtown and Pig Farm stores.
Nice
big one.
Charlie, but it's so real that you have Man City supporter base growing in Ghana. Because I'm not so sure even if it's growing in London.
Success.
I mean, they win and nobody's on the streets.
Yep.
Nathan, Arsenal wins a major Premier League match.
And
you have more people
North
on the
London
streets than Man City winning the league.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that is true.
There are a few traitors out there, like my friend Jacob, who left Arsenal to join City. I've never seen.
No, he shouldn't come back. He should be there.
He's very happy, Jacob.
So that now, Jacob, so there are 3 of you now. So it's Richard Mensah,
Jacob,
Rema Adunyami, and then Jacob. There are 3 of you.
They ran away from Arsenal.
The people who ran away.
We'll buy your T-shirt, no. But they don't wear jersey; they wear T-shirt. We'll buy your T-shirt and then leave it at the front desk so you can collect. Yeah, wait to T-shirts.
A couple more messages.
So, Charlie, can you mention the number again?
Yes.
Those who want to sponsor, companies who want to sponsor. So we have companies. Look, we don't have restrictions to which categories of companies.
Right.
You know, it's your money that will speak.
That's all.
People in FMCG space. Paint manufacturers, people in the building industry. You understand? Lots of artisans listen to the Premier League. True. They are plastering the building. They are listening. You go to building sites. They have radio and they are listening. They are listening from their phones. It's a wide space and opportunity for advertising. So please come on board and let's make this thing real, okay?
So this is the number 0244 578 161 0244 578 161. Call us. Let's start talking. It's very, very important. Nathan, there are more messages actually.
All right. This one says, what I love I love about the comments that people send are the names of the texters.
Yeah.
One that has stuck with me is allow cash out.
They have the nicest names. Sorry. Like how people are able to string these names
the other day I ran into
bedroom Pep Guardiola.
I ran into watching 5 CDs shit on Kwa.
That be somebody.
Yeah, that's somebody.
Silence, no lie.
Decent guy who like you never.
That's his nickname. Watching 5 CDs shit on Kwa. I say, hey.
So these are their Twitter names.
No, their message like on the message board.
That's the
on the message board.
Sometimes all kinds of names. So somebody, a regular texter, is bedroom Pep Guardiola. I said, what is the meaning of such a name?
That's all you're dribbling.
Hey, all right. John Sadoboinla says, Keda, please tell Ben that he's won. He should leave Chelsea alone. We don't need his advice. This one says, will you increase the time to 2 hours for Sports Panorama?
Okay, so let's just do a quick clarification on that. So tonight, because it's the opening day of the season, we are not doing Sports Panorama tonight. Okay. We are doing the Premier League. We are doing the Man United versus Fulham game. So we'll give you, in between the analysis, we'll probably give you updates on transfers and things that interest you. But tonight, it's a full Premier League experience.
This one says, I'm enjoying your Premier League discussion. When I was in Ghana, I listened every Friday on my way home from work. I just loved these intelligent guys. Lately, I'm not able to listen because of the time difference.
I'm a try.
I'm at Dubai.
I'm in Dubai. I'm a try. You can always find that. This one says, your road shows have never been in Kaswa.
Kindly light.
They say add it to your stops this season, please.
Over to you, Jolati.
Casland. United States of Kaswa.
This one says
Premier League in Kaswa.
I'm sure the member of parliament for the area will storm the place when you go there.
It says Man City are not going to be lucky this year. Chelsea is going to hammer them with a carpenter's tool. A giant North K. Says welcome to a new
City
season.
has never won based on luck, so they don't need luck to do it. They play well.
Silo from Laboni says, Nathan, it's as straightforward as ABC. Man United is winning the Premier League this season, period.
Okay.
Silo. This is something we haven't seen.
No, but once ABC by itself is not straightforward, you know that
Kobe in Hacho says, we enjoy every bit of the Premier League. He says, it will be a pleasure if you drop quotes for us.
Investors.
Investor Kobe.
All right.
Good one there. Zero 0244-578-161. Don't miss out on this huge opportunity to increase your brand visibility and make more money through this EPL season. And Heritage Christian University College is set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education through creativity and innovation. The university has since 2018 given a sum of over 450,000 Ghana cedis as startup grants to a number of our students to start up their own businesses. There is a huge emphasis on entrepreneurship, technology, and practical learning with professional certification. Our undergraduate programs include BA Psychology, BBA Accounting and Finance, BBA Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Bachelor of Community Development and Theology, Bachelor of Theology and Ministry, BSc Business Information Technology, BSc Information Security, BSc Nursing, and many more. Master's programs are available as well, and to qualify, you must be a WASI, ABCE, or GBCE holder, or HND diploma holder, or a mature student 25 years or above. Heritage Christian University is affiliated to KNUST and UCC. 7086000 or 0302 758 555, or visit any of our branches nationwide to open an OmniBasic Bank account today and enjoy exceptional customer service. OmniBasic Bank at your service.
Now, hello Ghana, there's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market. It's called Twisco, and it's from the stables of Cowbell. It's made from a premium blend of cocoa powder, and it's enriched with NF4. Start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco and power your dream. Now, when you buy anything, it has to be the very best. That's why you need Diamond Cement's 42.5 R grade. There's the more affordable 32.5 R grade, which means there's good value for your pocket. Call Diamond Cement on 0244 313 368. Find their factories nationwide in Aplau, Takrady, and Buipe. Diamond Cement, so hard as a diamond.
Yeah, man.
Now you are done from work. Friday night, you get home, you want to sleep, but then the mattress is sagging. Let that not be your story. You compromised, then you went for a shortcut. Go to Latex Foam. They have a wide range of high quality mattresses and furniture crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Latex Foam is your partner for life. Visit them today and sleep better tonight. Call them on 0302 231155 or visit them online, latexfoamghana.com.
Now, are you always on the move but can't afford to miss the Premier League? Then know that the Premier League is about to come alive on your mobile phone. Step into the Premier League with Showmax. Catch all 380 games on your phone. No matter where you are, your favorite teams are just a tap away. For only 55 Ghana cedis, sign up to the Premier League mobile plan on showmax.com. Create your account, download the Showmax app on your phone today, and you're good to go. Showmax is your stadium on the move. Listen, join the maiden ACI Ghana Financial Markets Conference. Is themed Navigating the Future, Innovation, Ethical Excellence and Inclusion in Ghana's Financial Markets. This event will gather over 500 participants, and it's an unmissable opportunity for networking and learning. It's happening on Thursday, August 22, 2024 at the Grand Arena of the Accra International Conference Center. Time is 9 a.m. The conference will cover crucial topics such as ethics in financial markets, investment opportunities in Ghana, fintech and financial inclusion. We'll have a keynote address to be delivered by the Governor of the Bank of Ghana with key insights from other top regulators. So for further information, call us on 0243 054 891 or 0244 583 725. Visit www.financialmarketsconference.aci-ghana.com. Our socials are at ACI Ghana. Our sponsors are GCB Bank, Regulus Investments, Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited, Loris Africa FinCap Securities Limited, Savvy Securities Limited, Conticap, Obsidian, Acna, and Symphony. Don't miss out. Register now, people. We'll take a quick break. When we are back, amazing ladies from St. Rose's join us. And there is more from Kigali for you on the Breakfast Show today. Stay tuned.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show.
It's the birthday of Linda Lamioko Lawson of Kasai's Ghana Limited. Kasai's Ghana Limited. Message is coming from Foley, and he says, age beautifully from Foley. To you, Linda Lamioko Lawson, Kasai's Ghana Limited. Countryside. Beautiful region with beautiful flowers, and I have amazing ladies, a bevy of ladies from St. Roses joining us in the studio. Now I want you to make the system feel your presence. What do you all say in your school? Say something. Somebody is streaming that thing. We are hearing that thing.
Veritas.
Veritas.
Rosa for life. We are Rosas for life.
Make some noise. You are too dull. You've not had breakfast yet. Say roses. The dew has not fallen on your roses yet. Welcome to the studio, ladies.
Thank you.
It's good to have you. My name is Caleb, and I think I have Abena on my right.
Sure.
Correct?
Yeah.
So
Correct.
Abena Chewa Jima.
Sure.
Okay, so 2000. And then my own friend Selom Jamba, Dreammaker, 2007.
Yeah.
Good to have you, Selom. We have Asantua Yadombuache.
2003.
Solid. I like your energy. Angela A. Alu.
2005.
So you say present, sir. I love it. Linda Na Oblite.
2004, a proud blue check.
Fantastic. You're welcome, ladies. Good to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
Good. So, St. Roses, what brings you here today? What's happening?
It's the launch of our 60th anniversary.
Oh, you were 60.
We are turning 60
Next year. So you are launching your anniversary
this year.
This year.
Tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow.
And unveiling the anniversary logo.
So you're launching. Is that what I'm seeing? I see Rosa. This is the Rosa.
Yes.
It has some rose in there.
Yeah.
Rose is one of my favorite colors, you know. Yeah. Oh yes, it's true.
Rose color. Oh, okay.
I mean, hey, did I say
Which
color?
of them?
No. So,
Which of them?
that's why she said
Which
really.
of the rose colors?
It's not a human being I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
There's yellow,
it's a flower
there's
I'm talking
red.
about. I'm talking about.
There are different colors of
You know what?
rose.
It's okay.
Oh, you mean you like
It's
the
not
blue?
my
You like the
favorite
blue.
flowers.
Okay.
But St. Roses ladies, they're also very nice.
You
know?
like the roses?
Yeah, I like the projects they do.
Now you're getting to what
I'm
you actually
coming
want to
home,
say.
right? Tell me about this anniversary. You're doing some projects as well, right?
Yes,
Tell
we
me
are.
about it. What's going to happen?
So we are going to do a solar project. We are going green. Yes.
Oh. I see. A lot of the schools, old students are doing a lot of solar projects. What's happening? You don't trust ECG or what?
Oh, we do trust ECG.
You have trust issues or
ECG has been serving us since.
Ghana
cedis.
3 million
For
CDs.
this project.
Right.
We are soliciting for funds here and there
Okay.
from our mates, corporate buddies, friends like you, our husbands, siblings. I mean, you used to have a crash in St. Roses. You have to contribute.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
Even a crash.
Yes.
Just a crash. You
Just
have
a
to
crash.
be
Even the exes cry.
Boyfriend.
Oh, how?
Yeah.
No, after election, no campaign.
No, they are all stakeholders.
Thank you.
Okay. What's the scope of this solar panel? What kind of, how will it change things? How big is it for the amount you're looking at? Tell me something. I'm trying to get you, Abena. You've not said anything yet.
It's going to cost us 3 million, like we said.
Yeah.
And then it would bring the cost down for the school. And you know, when the ECG goes off, it disrupts activities on campus.
Right.
So once we have that going, everything is going to be in place, and then the students can learn and then put in their best.
I love it. So is this going to take care of academic facilities or residential as well?
Everything.
The whole school community.
Everything.
Yes.
3 million.
Yes.
What's the population size of Roses though?
Currently
about
1,800.
1,800.
Yeah.
So you left school in 2000. How was St. Roses back then, and how has it changed?
Now the population has increased. First, around 2000, we were just about 600 students in the
whole school.
Yes.
600.
So now it's like double of the population, and it's putting a lot of pressure on the facilities we have. That is how come all students, we are coming in to sort issues out and then do what our predecessors
But what were
did
some
for
of
us.
the memorable experiences you had in Roses that you hold dear, that anytime you all meet, you reflect on and go like, yeah, those were the days?
Okay, so on Saturdays we do spring rolls and salad. Do you know what that is?
Famously known as Banchiampesi.
We are known for.
Banchi and Pessie.
Yes.
Yes.
I know my friend is saying no.
It's
Spring
one of
rolls
the
and salad.
Yeah, it's one of the best meals.
What, the Banchi was grown on your campus?
Sure.
Yes.
So you had the school farm.
Yes.
So every
We used to do
Friday.
farm work back then.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So spring rolls and salads. One of the.
It's actually the favorite.
You know, when you meet those days, when I was in the rally, when you meet girls from Roses, you know, some steez and swag and some vibes they'll give you. Sana Mudi Banchi and Pessie.
It's spring
No, but
rolls
it's
and
important.
salad.
Banchi ya jinkwa.
Locally grown.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So spring rolls and salads. What else? what other memory have you taken from Roses that you?
The orderliness.
It's orderly.
Yes. From waking up to going back to bed, everything is timed.
Right.
And so you have to be at the right place at the right time with the right people. So we are all in the bathroom at the same time.
Oh, okay.
The beauty about going to Roses is, I think other schools, a lot of time, it's just a bathhouse that everybody is bathing in. But we had cubicles.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So every rose had its own cubicle.
So 2 or 3 people are sharing a cubicle. So you are responsible for cleaning that.
Right.
And all that, yes.
Right. You want to add a thing?
Yeah, just to add to Roses, we never take trunks or
and
chop box to school. We use wardrobes.
We use wardrobes. Everybody has a wardrobe and a
Really?
locker for provisions.
And classroom lockers.
Yes.
You never took chop box to school?
No, I don't own a chop
No,
box.
then
or a
something
trunk.
is missing in your senior
That
school.
makes us different.
So where did you keep your shito and things?
We have a locker in the dining room for your provisions. So there's no, you don't keep provisions in the dormitory.
No.
Sir.
I-
I'm getting chihuahua.
It's one of the reasons. It's one of the ways that we were brought up. So there's nothing like in Nkiti. You have your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and that's it.
I like it.
And
So-
this provision room is open at certain
At certain
times.
times you go there.
You miss it, that's it.
Okay. So we are launching the anniversary. The anniversary launch is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Where is it happening? Who can be there? What time?
It's happening back home.
Okay.
When I say back home, we all know St. Rose's Senior High School,
Right,
Akwetia.
right.
So all roads lead to Akwetia tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
I see.
It's happening in the school premises
Right.
at the Sister Solamin Ott Assembly Hall.
Sister Solamin Ott.
Yes, that's the
Assembly
fair.
Hall.
Yes, one of our
Okay.
headmistresses.
So what time is it happening?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. So we are raising 3 million for our solar panel project.
Yes.
It started already, or you're starting next year?
We are starting now.
So if I give you the money today, you will collect it.
Yes, we'll collect it.
Check. Relax.
Dollars. Oh, you have dollars, right?
No, we are in the city economy, so I don't want Bank of Ghana to come and harass
You
me.
said you wanted dollars.
No,
we have the account details, so we can share that.
You can mention it so that our listeners will start
Yes, so
sending
then
them.
So that you will start.
If you want to send via Momo, you can send to 053
053
885
Yeah.
1745.
Okay. Let's take it
So I'm
again.
taking it again. 053
Yeah.
885 1745.
Right.
If you are in the UK, you can send through Sika FX app. The account name is Rosa Rosek at 60.
Okay.
The reference it's then your name and then your year group. So if you are a sibling, a family member, a friend, a husband, please reference the roster's name so it can be credited to the person's account.
Wonderful.
And then if you want to send via bank account, so through EcoBank, the account number is 144-100-477-8046.
Thank you so much. Let me give you one of you the final word, why we should all be a part of this, why everyone should be involved. Who will take this? Anybody? Anybody?
Before then,
yes.
So this is tomorrow's event is not only for the lunch, right?
Okay.
It's also an anniversary for some of the year groups.
Yes. Oh.
Yes, all the year groups that are ending in 4.
Okay. Wow.
They are also celebrating 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, anniversary, 30
like
years.
So all those year groups are also coming. One of you is here, Kafui, so she's making her presence felt. It's good to see you, Kaf. Good to see you, Kaf. Okay, good. So let me take your final word before you take leave of us, dear ladies. You want to sing the anthem?
Yeah. Okay, then please.
Then that'll be your final word.
Yes.
You have 1 minute to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Who will give us the tune?
All
right. So in 3, 2, 1, action.
The earth resounds with songs from St. Rose's. Joyful hearts sing with peace and love. To God we pledge our lives from St. Rose's. Our service to all men. To our alma mater will be loyal. Our motto ever be roses to uphold knowledge and virtue will lead us through life from St. Rose's. Our hearts aglow, our spirits go high. Our rising guardian youth from St. Rose's, take a stand for our motherland to spread the light of truth from St. Rose's. May our God be our guide. To our mater will be loyal. Our motto ever be roses to uphold knowledge and virtue will lead us through life from St. Rose's. Our hearts aglow, our spirits go high.
Ladies, thank you so much. You heard Abna Chewa, Jima, Salom, Dreammaker, Asantua Yadom Boache, and Angela A. Alu, as well as Linda Na Obi Oblite. A bit later, Kafui joined us in the studio to help them sing, as well as Cynthia Kwabi. Ladies, thank you for passing through. Really appreciate you and wish you all the best.
Thank you for having us. We'll be expecting
celebration.
Please, our donation.
I thought you'd be expecting me. It's the money you want.
Both.
Hey,
but more than money.
You love the money past the person.
The money.
Yeah, Rosie's women.
Oh yeah.
Oseche, Nancy Oseche, Ghana's Nancy Oseche, Elubo's Nancy Oseche. Happy birthday to you. So now we are flying from Accra to Kigali, from Ghana to Rwanda, to catch up with Darlington Akogo for that very important conversation on everything in between. This was Beyond Borders episode Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're bringing you excerpts. Enjoy.
Let's start with the Kigali, Accra, Ghana, Rwanda conversation. This is not your first time in Rwanda.
No.
It's my first. Tell me what your first impressions and latter day impressions have been.
My first impression was, so I got to Kigali. The vibe was, it's a much smaller place than Accra,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
But then I realized how quickly they move.
Yeah.
Very quickly, and they are energized. There's hope in people's eyes, right? Which for the youth, you don't see so much.
From outside.
Yes, because of, you know what, we won't get into that. But so those are some of the things. Then, you know, just meeting young people here, they like to have fun, but they are also driven by a sense of patriotism.
It's crazy.
Like they really want to change things.
Yeah.
You see young people that are fired up.
Yeah.
Then it goes from there to, I went to the Rwandan Development Board, right? He told me that, if you want to do business in Rwanda, it's that easy. Just go to Rwandan Development Board. I'm like, yeah, I've heard these things before. Then I walked in there, and then they were like, what are you doing? I said, okay, we work on AI, and we actually came here as part of an AU team.
Right.
Because at the time, we're working on the continental AI strategy for African Union.
Right.
So we told them this, and then they're like, what do you need? We're like, we need partnerships with this and this. And this is unofficial, we just showed up.
Yeah.
Sent us up the building to one of the top floors, brought in different teams that were responsible for different sectors, and they're like, what do you need?
Wow.
We can help you if you want to do AI for agriculture. We can help you with healthcare. We can put you in touch with this agency and this agency. And then all of this is happening. So this is another cool thing that I find out. It is Friday. Apparently there's a policy that says that for all government workers, right? I don't remember the time. It's maybe 3 p.m. Friday.
Yeah.
You have to leave the office and go do some physical activity.
You are kidding me?
It's a requirement.
For all government workers?
For all government workers.
And I was shocked to learn today that the government, effective last year, June 1, 2023, Cabinet agreed that work starts at 9, closes at 5, so that parents can take their children to school at 8:30 and get to work at 9. And this is to improve family well-being and productivity and all of that.
Yes. So there are all these things that just catch you off guard. But I think one of the cool things, right? I know we've all heard that Kigali is the cleanest city in Africa, right?
I was waiting for that.
When I heard this stuff, I had some expectations. And when I got here, I was like, no, this is a joke. Because we went into, you know, we are in the nice side of town now. We've gone into the remote sides, the rural side. It's still clean.
Everywhere.
Everywhere is clean.
Including their Mamobis, their Chocos, their Nimes, every version of ours that we think is a good excuse because of what the low-income situation is. It's even better than our cleaners, actually.
Yes. And so, for me, that was one of the things that really threw me off. It shocked me. Then also, it's just realizing that today is Sunday, right?
Yes.
So, I believe it's on Sunday in the morning. That's when they usually clean the cities. And you're not allowed to be moving around. And most of the cleaning are done by older women. That's also a way to give them some form of employment.
Okay.
There's a lot of intentionality here.
Yeah.
Even if you drive across the city, if you've paid attention, there's this sort of cascading thing that
the hills, the terraces on the hills.
You see the way they arrange it. It's meant to prevent flooding.
Yes.
You see, it's those tiny details, like those tiny details.
They think.
That's
like deliberate.
No,
they think and they work, they act.
They act.
Because we also think, but then our actions don't reflect the quality of our thinking.
Exactly. And to be honest with you, see, Ghana, we have more talented labor than they do over here.
Is that so?
Oh, yes. Apart from the fact that, our population is much higher,
yeah,
for historical reasons,
yeah,
we have a lot more educated young people to, older people than is present here.
Right.
For me in the tech sector, we have way more tech solution in Ghana than they do over here. The key thing is that when they see a good idea here, they hop on it, implement it, and scale it up.
Yeah.
We push ideas. So there are a number of things that are here that have been implemented. Like
by Ghanaians?
Even by Ghanaians. You have a number of Ghanaians that live in Kigali, and all of them are passionate about Kigali, are passionate about Rwanda. You speak to them and they're like, since I got here, my BP is even better.
Oh, Chale. I mean, the drive from home to work alone, by the time you get to work, you tired, bro. Chale. Oh.
Yeah, like, I don't gonna lie you, my first time, man, I got a bit teary.
Yeah.
I got teary because, people keep saying that it's not possible to have an Africa that works.
Yeah.
And Rwanda has proved that you can have an Africa that works. But also, the painful thing to me is that in Ghana, I want us to highlight this.
Yeah.
The Ghanaians are really, really incredible people. We have talented people.
Yeah.
Right? The issue is that systemically, we are not leveraging all those talents to really get to where we need to be. So it feels like there's a country. Let's not forget this is also a landlocked country.
Yeah, it is. They don't have access to ports.
Yes.
Okay, they are 1,500 kilometers away from the sea. Yeah.
And they barely have a lot of natural resources or any of those things.
I can't think of many.
I think they have like
they grow coffee. We do cocoa.
Yes.
To understand.
And even coffee, they are not that much of the largest producers. You have Kenya and the rest, Ethiopia and the rest, right? So we have too many things. And so for me, that's part of the pain point. But on the other side, I want Rwanda to be a form of inspiration and encouragement to us that we can make it happen in Africa.
Charlie.
If they were able to do this with what they have, why not? We can go much further.
It's just beautiful. We drove from here to Musanze, up north, and the hills we saw, bro, the quality of the roads, and in between every hill, even on top of the hill, all the way up, it's cultivated.
Yeah.
Like there are trees and then there are food crops.
Yeah.
Right? So because of flooding, there's always that terracing thing, and the effect is so beautiful. It's green, it's nice. Oh, bro.
It's exciting, but also kind of sad.
I don't know how to put it, but.
No, but I mean, like, again, we will be okay. We'll be okay. We just need to sit up. That's what we need to do, right? So, for example, we just had the 3i Summit in Ghana.
Yes.
And, I mean, this is just my speculation.
Yeah.
I think that it had occurred to us that at some point, Rwanda has now become the conference capital of Africa.
That's true.
And not so long ago, we were one of the best on the continent. It was either us or Kenya that a lot of conferences were happening. We've lost that touch, especially for tech conferences.
Look, have you seen their convention center?
Yes.
Bro.
Very modern, very beautiful.
Bro. And they are going to host some automobile federation. And this is the first time it will be hosted in the world, in Africa.
Yes.
This is the first time it will be hosted in Africa.
Yes.
And some of the Formula One drivers, superstars, they'll all be here with their cars and models and things like that. And that's good for the economy.
Yes. They did the MBA thing.
Yes.
They did, what was the name? Did you hear the announcement about Grammy Africa? And guess who is the main consultant that is helping the person that is going to run it?
Don't tell me it's a Ghanaian.
Denta.
Oh.
A Ghanaian. That's my point.
Oh.
That's my point. There are a lot of Ghanaians that are within the ecosystem supporting what is being done here. Because, for a young person, you get frustrated, right? You're very passionate about Ghana, right? And I've seen that materialize in unfortunate incidents, right? I've seen it.
Yeah.
You definitely, hopefully, right? As more tempting opportunities come to exit, you stay.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, who could fault you for it?
Actually.
We can become whatever we want to become. If we want discipline in Ghana, we can have it. We just need to implement it. We can't just say, oh, Ghanaians, they be so no we did. No, it don't be so no we did. It don't be so no we did. These are details, man. Like, as a standalone, if you say that, okay, don't wrap your bag, as something, it's nothing special. But it's the aggregate of all these tiny policies that make it work, right?
True.
And again, we you know, we've been laughing at ourselves that we have them, but to be honest, we actually have them men in Ghana. We are not using them.
We do sincerely.
And the women, we are not using them.
Sincerely.
So that's the problem.
Sincerely. No, but on the Gary and Shito note, shout outs to my mom. You know, I have a lot of mothers. They do different things. Yeah, but Millicent Abubedu is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, so shout outs to you. But now let's come to AI and things. So how long have you been in Kigali and what have you been up to? I'm sure it's all AI. Give us a bit of all that you've been doing.
So I got here Friday morning.
Okay, we got here Friday night.
Yeah, so the same day.
Right.
We got here the same day.
Yeah.
So what was crazy was my conference actually started Friday morning.
Okay.
So essentially I'm here for something that is called Indaba X.
Okay.
Right? So they hold it in different countries. So there's one in Ghana, there's one here, and a number of other African countries.
Right.
Then there's a big annual one that you hold where you bring people together.
Right.
This is essentially the biggest AI conference in Africa.
Wow.
Right?
And you are one of the keynote speakers.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, yeah, but you know, actually the last annual one for the whole continent was held in Ghana.
Right.
This year's will be held in Senegal, next year in Rwanda. Charlie, so, you know, we there inside, we are just looking at, so essentially when I came here, I was even here with one of the leading people from the Google AI lab that is in Accra.
Right.
So both of us were here together, and essentially what we did was discuss the status of AI in Africa, but also one key thing was I showcased our new AI system.
Right.
Right. So this is the AI system that essentially you can ask it any medical question or even non-medical question.
Oh.
You can give it an X-ray and tell me, what do you see, what is wrong with this patient? It will interpret it for you. Wow. And you know, just earlier, your Nigerian colleague Sean.
Yes,
Sean.
Sean.
When we were having a discussion, he was telling me about how he's interested in the application of AI in the film industry.
Yeah.
So right there, I was like, let's try it and see. So I put our AI system right on my phone. So I just told it, write me a script based on Nigeria, Ghana, a sci-fi movie.
Right.
You know, that takes cultural elements, brings in Afrofuture, and it just generated it. He was shocked. Then right there, I said, you can ask it any medical question. So he typed there, I have a headache. And then what did he say? Body aches. What should I do about it? So the AI system started telling it things like, look, you can do heat or cold therapy. You can take painkillers, over-the-counter painkillers. It gave it all these things. You can just rest. You can do massage.
Wow.
It gave it a breakdown of all the things you could do.
Wow.
Then I took it a step further. Based on the symptoms, what could be responsible for it? And then it said several things. You could just have the flu.
Oh.
You could be tired.
Right.
And this is very relevant. So he was even making the point that this is better than searching on Google.
Yeah.
When you search on Google, 2 minutes later, you are convinced
generic.
Even when you are convinced you have cancer 2 minutes later, because you start seeing your symptoms applying to all types of scary stuff. So essentially why we built this system is that there's a shortage of clinicians, not only in Ghana, not only in Rwanda, but globally. It's a global problem. For us to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals as it applies to healthcare, which is in what, about 6 years, right, 2030, we need 40 million more health workers around the world.
Wow.
40 million more. And to be honest, the world might not have the money to fund something like that.
Yeah.
So we are building this AI system that can do a number of medical tasks to support the existing medical doctors and health workers that are around the world.
Right.
And for us, very, very important is Africa.
Okay.
So Ghana, Rwanda, Nigeria, all of these places, we're engaging different parties, different partners. We've already started getting partners within the East African bloc. So we have one partner that is coming on board, and they are giving us even medical data that we can use to make sure that the AI system is much, much better. We have partnerships in Ghana and other parts of West Africa, even as far as Brazil, in the Caribbean. So we form partnerships there. Currently, we have one partner in the US that wants us to use our AI system to help cancer patients.
Wow.
Yes. So out of some of these partnerships, in total right now, we have over 6 billion medical records, and we are more than likely the AI lab with the most medical data in the world.
Wow.
Because we have over 6 billion. And with the partners that are coming on, before the year is over, we'll probably have over 10 billion.
Hey, Kojo.
Yeah.
We are baller, what's it?
We did try. We for try. And, you know, to just put this into numerical value or monetary value to be precise, right? I remember speaking to some data brokers and I asked them, how much do you sell a single record or study? And they told me $10 to $15. So if we have 6 billion medical records, right? The value, the monetary value of that data is over $60 billion.
My goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
But the actual value of having an AI system learn from that data is much larger than that, because essentially we have an AI system right now that can do radiology, microscopy, biochemistry, like it can give you the breakdown of drugs, how they interact in the system, nursing, it can do pathology, cancer, all of these things. So we are very excited where we are, and again, we did this starting from Ghana. We need to acknowledge that, right?
Very important.
We are African, we are going global, we have partnerships all over the world, but our Ghanaian identity is very, very important to us.
Yes. There's a lot of innovation that is coming from our soil, from Ghana, from Africa, and all of that. And it's obvious that, and sometimes when I look at my friends who are in the innovation space, some of their biggest support system is not their government. It's not even corporates in their countries. What is your story in your journey so far? Who are your biggest support base, and what kind of support do you need from your own compatriots?
It's almost like you set up this question perfectly for me, because this has been one of my pain points, right, in this journey. Because when we started, right, for the first couple of years, we've been doing this since 2017.
Sir?
Yes.
Oh.
How many times we tried to engage different stakeholders? You know, it could be government, you know, it could be the existing people that were in the setup. We're just trying to see, okay, how can we work together to leverage AI? Or even just talk about AI. No one cared, no one wanted to listen to it.
2017.
2017.
So AI has been there since that time?
Oh, yes. We started in 2017 in Ghana. And this was, by then, there was very little. We are probably one of the first AI initiatives in Africa. And we started this in Ghana. And to be honest, where we've gotten to now is incredible. I'm happy and I'm proud.
Yeah.
But probably if we had gotten certain support very early on,
we would have scaled up faster.
Yes,
Wow.
10x. We could have made Ghana the AI hub of Africa. And probably it would be a role model to outside of Africa. We could have done that. That was what I was proposing. But some way, somehow, we ended up helping a number of other African countries.
Before Ghana jumped on this.
Yes. And so when we got in, even funding, our earliest funding came from partnerships that we did with Imperial College London, which brought us funding from the UK government. And you think that, okay, after doing that, it will be easier to now convince our own. Still. Then came in everyone else. Then came in even other African countries. We're doing projects in Uganda. We're doing all of this stuff. Then, you know, eventually even the Gates Foundation and all of that. So it took a while before. Okay. I started getting this sort of attitude, which was that, hey, if they don't accept me, that's okay. I'll go wherever I'm accepted, right? Because at the end of the day, you are trying to fix a problem. The problem is not only in one place. So I did that. So for most of the time, because I wasn't even active in most things that were happening in Ghana. I was everywhere else except Ghana.
Wow.
And it bothered me. But then when we did, what's the name? The Ghana CEO Summit, which was like about a month ago. Before then, there's been a lot of entities in Ghana we've been working with. The reception have changed, but for me that was like a pivotal moment, and I didn't realize how emotional I'll be about it, because these were essentially the top companies in Ghana. They were there. Our two presidential candidates were in participation. You had, you know, Honorable Mahama.
Baumizi. Baumizi was online, I remember, and JM came to read some speech, I remember.
Yes, so we were all sitting there. You had the government agency CEOs, the banking agent, telcos, everyone was there. And then, you know, they were like, there was 2 keynotes, and I gave one of the keynotes of AI. And then...
No, my memo first.
Charlie, you know the funny thing. So in the end, we didn't plan for it. I was just supposed to do slides. And I said, no, let me do a demo of the AI.
Right.
And so I told them they can ask me any finance question. I'll ask the AI sim.
Okay.
So someone said, how do we stop the city depreciation? And we asked the AI.
Yeah, but me, I was there. You should never said it.
He's the only AI. You get us in trouble. So, we asked the AI system. And the AI actually was like coming up with fiscal policies and stuff like that. So I was like,
did he say if the fundamentals are weak, they send you to expose
no
you?
comment. If the AI says that, they'll ban the AI system. They'll be like, this is a political AI. So it's just, and then the reception from them, they were all happy. They're like, this is amazing. How do we work together?
Yeah.
And the night before, I was like, someone was like, hey, aren't you happy you're going to do this? I'm like, oh, it's a talk. We've done several talks.
So long.
But when I did this and I felt almost teary.
Wow.
Because it felt like for the first time,
you were getting your flowers from your own people.
Yes, and it didn't matter to me because I've been around, we've met presidents, vice presidents, even Bill Gates and all that stuff, which is amazing. But there was something about just having
your own people also celebrate you and validate what you're doing.
Yes, and want to work with you. It felt so good, and I didn't realize it would feel that good. So to me, I really hope that the generation that comes after us don't have. It doesn't take them from 2017 to 2024
to get
have
this
that
kind of acclaim, right?
How can we leverage AI again? When we were talking about intentionality, right? So that's what it needs, right? We can have high level. So actually, Ghana has 2 AI governance projects, initiatives that we've worked on, funded by GIZ. So there's a national AI strategy. It's currently with the Ministry of Communication and Digitization. Then there's the ethical AI framework, which is also with them. So we've already sat down to talk about on the idea level of let's use AI to improve, because we do Mino Health AI Labs, healthcare. Kara Agro AI, we do agriculture. Then Gudra AI, we do every sector. In the strategy, we already have these things. How can we improve healthcare, agriculture, education, energy, and all of those amazing ideas? What we need now is not ideas, implementation.
Okay, so we have the ideas already.
We have the ideas already.
We need the discipline and political will to execute, right?
Yes. And it's not that we don't now need to build a solution. Like I was just focusing, we have the solution. For us right now, one of the things we're going for is scaling up. We're already working with health facilities in Ghana, right? But it's not enough, because if you go to the hospital, the chances of you even interacting with our AI system is low. And you are doing well for yourself in Accra. How much more, our relatives are in the remote areas where their lives could actually be safe. We could get access to cheaper, faster, much more accurate healthcare, and they are not. So, but for us to do something like that, we need to partner with the stakeholders. So, if we want to get serious about AI, we need to start taking some of these solutions, implementing them on a larger scale. Not, we've passed the idea stage right now, it's all implementation.
And paying lip service to them. To be fair, I think the zipline innovation is one of the most radical in our healthcare delivery system. I've been to the Bonsu station. From that end, they flew the zipline drone, delivered medication to a village somewhere in Kwu, something called no, it's not Achirabwanda, is Cape Coast. The name Miref people is not on the map, but it took it there, and that's quite a laudable innovation. So I think that we've flirted with technology before in terms of delivering efficient healthcare, whatever. So we shouldn't sleep on AI, because I have a feeling that if we slack, Nigerians will even claim you. Those guys, those Sean and his people, they will claim you.
He actually already invited me.
Oh, you are? Oh, you are? I'm sure Tinubu will even put you in his office,
Charlie,
give you good money and Nigerian this thing.
They have a huge population.
Yeah, they do.
So if you're looking for impact in numbers, it's not.
And revenue also.
And revenue.
It's a good market.
Very, very good market for businesses. So, but on the flip side, right? Talking about Nigeria, now if you compare Nigeria to Rwanda, right? Nigeria has the largest population in Africa. Zipline, also bringing in Zipline. Zipline started here in Rwanda.
Yes.
Not here in Rwanda for their African. here in Rwanda, period, in anything they ever did anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Zipline exists because it started in Rwanda. Rwanda's proposal to technology companies around the world is that we don't have the biggest markets.
Yes.
But we would give you access to quickly take your idea and scale it up.
Oh.
And prove
that it's workable. I see that.
So when Zipline proved that it works in Rwanda, Ghana took it up.
Yes. Meanwhile, Ghana, our leader says the first in the world, though.
That's revisionist history.
We go for it.
So that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
The key point also in there is that if by normal assessments they really didn't have any proposal to win over technology companies, because you have a tiny market, not so.
Their capital is just 1.2 million people. You know, that's and like Kaswa, Ashama, Konkatama, so finish.
That'd be all.
Rwanda.
It was a boys tone. It was what we did on Beyond Borders this week. It's on Channel 1 TV's Facebook, YouTube channel. If you went to YouTube, checked out Beyond Borders Premium Gist in Kigali. Caleb Kuda meets Ghanaian AI experts. You will find the full conversation and you enjoy the aesthetic view also. You understand the tone and how convivial it was. But that was an interesting one from Beyond Borders. We brought you that excerpt. Thank you for tuning in today for today's episode of the Citi Breakfast Show. My name is Caleb. Earlier you heard Samuel Atamens was here, Godfred was here as well, Benjamin Kojenketia was here, Nathan Kwao was here. Many thanks to Fred Tatijabano and the production team, Sheba, Edwin Kwao Kofi on technical, as well as Daniel Squashi. Thank you for your messages. It's top of the hour, and Ansheli Ziwu Ajigbolosu is here for the news at 10.
Then why can't Africa